detection of heart disease and cancer is a game changer in terms of treatment and outcome. It really is. And they can give you that free heart scan. Take the one you love with you and get that scan. Just pick up your cell phone, dial pound 250, say the words free heart scan. You'll be connected in seconds. There's a few minimum requirements, but it's definitely worth it. Now, you're going to have the option to receive a one-time auto-dial text message from iHeartMedia. Just do that and talk to them about getting that heart screening. Just pick up your cell phone, dial pound 250, say the words free heart scan. You'll be connected in seconds, and cancer screening is super important. It's Life Imaging FLA. Pick up your cell phone, dial pound 250, say the words free heart scan. Take care of yourself with Life Imaging FLA.
A golf instructor who knows technique can improve an aspiring pro's swing. But one who really cares can help transform a career.
There he is, your new champion.
When you team up with someone who knows a lot and cares even more, you're unstoppable. At Truist, we believe the same is true for banking. Truist, leaders in banking, unwavering in care. Truist Bank, member FDIC, leading based on top 10 U.S. commercial bank.
It's the summer clearance event at Greenway Kia, and the race is on to sell 500 new Kias this month. Every new Kia is clearance price with savings up to $18,000 off MSRP. And when you trade in your vehicle, over 40 Greenway dealerships compete to buy it, meaning you could get up to $10,000 over Kelley Blue Book value. Best of all, our friendly, non-commissioned sales team is here to help, not hustle. I'm Joe Rossi, and we want to see you in a Greenway Kia.
Example stock TP004814. Negative equity refinanced expires 9/7/25.
Hey, it's that mortgage guy, Don. Good news. Mortgage rates have improved again this week. Get your quote for a refinance to lower payments or get cash out at thatmortgageguyDon.com.
With that mortgage guy, Don.com.
Insurance companies often play tough, offering you the bare minimum for your injuries. But why settle for less? With me, Mo DeWitt, your Orlando injury attorney, you pay nothing unless we win. Don't let the insurance companies push you around. Injured on the go? Just call Mo.
Tune in to Operation Stormwatch on iHeartRadio, brought to you by Eustace Roofing. Small leaks can become big problems with heavy and continuous rain. Take a preventative step and schedule a no-charge roof inspection. Eustace Roofing, the real roofers, real craftsmen, real professionals, real experts.
Is it a cold, allergies, or could it be a sinus issue? Aspire Allergy and Sinus can help you find out. A recent study has shown that 45% of patients who suffer from allergies also suffer from chronic sinus issues that are often left untreated. So ditch those nasal sprays and over-the-counter meds for good and find a solution that actually works at Aspire Allergy and Sinus. Go to AspireAllergy.com to schedule your appointment. That's AspireAllergy.com.
Many of you know that my inspiration for becoming an accident attorney was my brother Tim, who was rendered a quadriplegic at age 18. I didn't know what a personal injury lawyer was or what they did, but I soon did. Tim was treated terribly by the insurance company, and I became enraged. It was a constant delay and deny. I'm John Morgan of Morgan & Morgan. Tim later worked with me for 27 years. Last year, my hero died at age 65. You can see my eulogy for him by visiting mybrothertim.com. He was one hell of a man. Because of Tim, together we built the largest injury firm in the world, and our clients are treated the way I would want my family to be treated. At Morgan & Morgan, nobody is a nobody and everybody is a somebody. If you need our help, visit forthepeople.com on your phone or computer. See you soon, Tim. Morgan & Morgan, forthepeople.com.
Injured? Dial pound law or visit forthepeople.com for an office near you.
Let's go!
You're still glowing, flirting, grooving. You still got it. But your immune system weakens as you age, making it harder to fight flu, pneumococcal pneumonia, RSV, and COVID-19. Vaccines are a key part of any health routine and help strengthen your immune response. Ask your doctor or pharmacist which vaccines you need. Schedule in minutes at vaxassist.com. Sponsored by Pfizer.
Let's go!
We are professional grade at Orange Buick GMC. Online at orangebuickgmc.com.
Real Radio is on Facebook at Real Radio 1041. Sponsored by the law offices of Anajar and Levine Accident Attorneys. Call the law offices of Anajar and Levine at 1-800-747-FREE.
That's 1-800-747-3733.
Coming to you live from the JustCallMo.com studios. Injured on the go? Just call Mo. Need help after an accident? Visit JustCallMo.com or dial 1-800-CALL-MO. This is WTKS-FM HD1, Cocoa Beach, Orlando, an iHeartRadio station. Make us the #1 preset on your car radio and on the free new and improved iHeartRadio app. Listen for all your music, radio, and podcasts. Free never sounded so good. Someone's going to get offended. It's just the way the world works. So to hopefully save everyone a little time and or energy, here's this. The opinions that you hear are those of the host and callers, and not those of iHeartMedia, its management, or advertisers. The News Junkie is on. The 3 best friends you never knew you had, running through the most viral stories of the day. The News Junkie Sean Wasson with Sabrina and Sealand.
It is Friday, September 5th, 2025. Lots to get to today. From Spitgate hits the NFL to Tesla is about to make Elon Musk the world's first trillionaire. And the Powerball jackpot skyrockets to $1.7 billion. Plus your calls, dispatches, emails, texts, and more. Hey there, Sabrina.
Hello.
Hello, Sealand. How we doing? And hello to you. You can join us on the show today. All you have to do is send us a dispatch. Go to thenewsjunkie.com. Hit record on your first dispatch today. You can also watch the show on YouTube and twitch.tv/thenewsjunkie. Your message is rolling right to the studio in real time. And this never, ever, ever happens, friends.
What the heck happened, man?
I have to verify. I don't want to just be saying things on the show.
Oh.
No. Triple check. It's
my job.
We got a last-minute message right now just coming in under the wire. It's a last-minute message from that dude that was tossing garbage bags out the White House window. Let's see what he said.
Have a great Friday, you mother...
That's right. We made it through a Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday has arrived. So pat yourself on the back. Oh, yeah. We didn't do Monday. We didn't do Monday. I take it back. But we still made it to Friday.
We did,
so congratulations, everybody. Here we are. How's everybody doing on a Friday?
Ready to Friday.
Now that it's really Friday, because Sabrina and I both thought it was Friday like all day yesterday.
I didn't know it was not Friday until I said Happy Friday to Big Boss Lady Judy.
And she said, I'm sorry.
You're a day ahead. And I go, oh. And she saw the fear in my eyes, and I went right back onto the show and redid my afternoon plans. But it is officially Friday, right?
Woo! There are fewer things more irritating than that, honest to God. Because when you realize, you're like, oh, yeah, the weekend, baby, just a couple more hours. Then nope, another day. It's kind of brutal.
I had a good friend text me yesterday, happy birthday. And I said, you are an entire week early, but I love you. I still love you. I got nothing but love.
Whose birthday is it? Oh, that's Courtney's birthday. Yeah, I forgot about that. Love of my life. The best person that I've ever met. Courtney,
Sweet
fantastic.
Courtney.
She's the best of the best, and it's her birthday today. She is 19 years old. And, yeah. I mean,
and how long have you been with her?
Great question.
We got to get to the show. We got to. This is going to be worse than saying it was Friday to Judy if she hears this. Beautiful as ever. Happy birthday to her. Happy birthday. I'm not saying the bitch part, just for the record. All right? I'm saying just Courtney is what I'm saying. So, anyways, it's her birthday today. She's the best of the best. No, none of your business. None of your business. But I complained about it the whole time. No, I did. Yeah.
Purse?
Yeah.
Labubu?
Maybe a purse. Yeah.
A purse full of Labubus?
Let's just say her and I have different ideas of what is a good gift, because she was like, this is the greatest thing ever. And I'm like, I don't know. But that's not what, it's not about me. You know, like for Sealand and I, we want to get like some sort of electronic gadget gift, and we're like, press buttons, like, you know, new cool cameras, all these kind of things.
I don't know anything about the material stuff.
Me either.
Just celebrated an anniversary, and I got a website sent from Nicole's older sister as far as ideas of anniversary gifts. I'm like, who's David Yerman?
I'm Dave. I don't know. This is the first I've heard of Mr. Dave. I don't know.
Well, I'm now a silent shareholder.
Really?
With David.
Okay. All right, let's get started. Let's put our ears to the ground, our fingers on the pulse. Let's see what's happening in this great, big, wide world of ours. And we go to the world of sports, baby. Yeah, that's right. The NFL kicked off, literally kicked off. They kicked the football down the field to start things. That's how it works over in the NFL. and it was the
This guy
Dallas
learned him some
Cowboys.
football rules.
The Philadelphia Eagles. The showdown was happening. I was watching it. Oh, boy, was I tuned in. It wasn't one of those situations where it just happened to be on the TV at the place I was. No. I was very intentional about my watching of the sports. And we were about 5 seconds into the game. Sorry, correction. 6 seconds into the game. 6 seconds into the game when the first drama of the NFL season started, and one player got ejected from the game. Like straight
ejected.
Get out of here.
What had happened?
Because he spit on another player, and Jalen Carter, the Eagles player, spit on Cowboys player Dak Prescott and got ejected. Here's the moment this went down.
35-yard line. Conduct. Defense number 98. Number 98's defense actions has disqualified him from the game.
Whoa.
15-yard penalty.
They're freaking out.
Why?
Whoa.
Was this in Philly?
I think so, yeah, because they had the guy from Always Sunny in Philadelphia, Rob McElhenney. They had him introduce the Philadelphia Eagles. I saw that part. So yeah,
I thought you were going to say sing the national anthem, and I was like,
no,
that would be fun.
No, he went out there and he was like, EAGLES, go!
Why didn't have the mayor do it?
And they all ran out together, and the football game started. And 5 seconds in, 6 seconds in,
Why is he
they're
spitting on people?
spitting on each other. And I guess the drama goes a little deeper than this. We'll talk about it. But for the game, because he spit on another player.
Spitting on people, dude. You're a grown man.
Now, here's the moment the loogie flew. And I don't know. Have you guys ever? We've discussed this at some point. Have you ever spit on another human being purposefully?
I don't remember doing so. No.
No, I have. I did one time.
Who'd you spit on?
I forgot his name, which makes things even seem worse. But it was a guy I went to North Tech, the high school that I graduated from. I went to, and he was messing with me, and I started hawking up a loogie.
Oh no!
And the loogie was getting bigger. Bigger and bigger and juicier. And he goes, "You won't spit that on." And he got to about on, and I right on his nose.
Ew.
Plopped it on his face, and it hung like a sticky hand.
All right.
And then it just like slid down his face, and he goes, "I respect you too much to fight you right now." And I was
okay, that part is not true.
And then I was going to say, I respect you too, but I had just spit on his face, so none of this made any sense. It was like,
I don't think spitting on someone falls under the respect umbrella.
No. This was in a McDonald's parking lot, and I spit on him. It's the only person I've ever spit on before.
You had a McChicken, huh?
You know what? He would have straight up. Could you imagine? I'm sorry for this ahead of time. Okay, I apologize. Could you imagine? He would have really reversed course on things, and Uno reversed me. If he would have just went and just sucked it right off.
Buddy.
What the hell, man?
Salt burned it. If he salt burned it in right off his own, and then you go, "Oh, that's impressive." Didn't happen like that on the football field, though. For those of you still with us. All right, here he goes.
Chris, that's
right there. Oh, spit right on his uniform. He spit down right here. Oh, there you see if you're watching.
That's a quick
you go,
spit.
It's very quick. You can watch the show as always. There's the lug.
Oh my God! All right.
There's the lug, and it went right on to Dak Prescott's Cowboys uniform. And somehow the ref, I could barely see it on the video, but the ref saw this. Now, allegedly, this was a tit for tat, right? And Spitgate has opened wide up here because they're saying that Dak Prescott spit on Jalen Carter before Jalen Carter spit back. And then when he spit back, he got ejected and not the original spitter. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. I cannot believe it. Somebody says the ooze junkie today. Well, here you are. But that was it, that millisecond. And then just a couple of seconds, 6 of them, in fact, total, into the NFL game, you had somebody getting ejected completely from the game. And then I think this is Jalen Carter.
Fantasy football scores.
Oh, probably. Did you have Jalen Carter on your fantasy football team, C-Lane?
I don't believe I did.
I thought it was Dax that got ejected.
No, Jalen.
Oh.
Jalen Carter from the Eagles got ejected. Dak Prescott spit first. So I think fair is fair. They both should have been ejected, right? I mean, you shouldn't be spitting on other players. I agree. But I'll also say, and I say this as a guy who admittedly, I'm not a sports guy. I'm not.
Say
but
what?
I know this. I know that just outside of the shot of those microphones, sometimes the trash talk that goes on between these players about your wife this, your mother
mama,
this, your grandma sucks this, you're like all the things that they say to each other.
On it too.
Yeah,
no
teeth.
Jalen Carter is a defensive tackle, so you wouldn't necessarily have him specifically on your fantasy team. You would have the whole defense. Yeah.
Okay. He's a big player, though, from what I could tell. After the game, I think he apologized. Let's see what he said.
On my side, it just won't happen again. I feel bad for just my teammates and fans out there. You know, I'm doing it for them.
What's his shirt say? My first year being R.I.? My first year, I can't see it. Just re. My first year being
move
re.
That damn microphone out of the way.
No, it's on the other
NBC.
side. No, it says first year being R.I.
Rich.
and then maybe Rich. Yeah, and then the CH fell off.
Well, no, he's just. I think it's just the angle.
Maybe.
It was a mistake that happened on my side, it just won't happen again.
He said, "I'm sorry, it won't happen
I
again."
feel bad for just my teammates and fans out there. You know, I'm doing
All right, I'm going to stop him right there because at some point I think he drops the F-bomb here. So he said, "I'm sorry, it won't happen again. We're not going to do it again. Spitting in the NFL should not be tolerated." And a lot of people said, this is disgusting. Spitgate is disgusting. And I'll tell you, it wasn't the most disgusting thing that happened.
Oh, we're going to.
It wasn't.
You have another thing.
Yeah, it was not the most disgusting thing that happened.
In the football game or just in life?
No, in the football game.
Okay.
Oh, good.
All right. In the football game, the most disgusting thing that happened was far worse than any hockaloogie you might receive to the face, to the jersey, anything like that. It was the disgusting filleting of MrBeast by the NFL Network in some effort to curry the favor of Zoomers who watch YouTube content. They bend over backwards and spread all available orifices to try to say, please, young kids, please watch our sport. We know you don't care about football. Please look, we got MrBeast. We got the Beaster. He's over.
Breaking news today out of the NFL. Let's go live to the press conference.
That seemed real.
Today marks an historic first. The NFL is now under the ownership of one individual, Jimmy Donaldson, MrBeast.
This is like why?
What is this?
Why? They did this because they were like, it'll be a fun little thing, and all the YouTubers will bring their audiences in. We're on YouTube for this stream, and so this will bring the kids over to watch football. Let me tell you something to the people over at the NFL, all right, the folks who are in charge of this kind of stuff. People don't watch MrBeast because they love his effervescent personality. They watch MrBeast because he is an absolute genius at scripting and putting together and editing and thinking up viral videos for the YouTube algorithm. That is the reason why they watch him. They don't sit there and watch him speak at length on their favorite topics.
We
they
don't
wanna...
care about your thoughts about football. Just give away 600 cars, all right?
Yeah, and make a deaf person, hear again or something.
Let a train fall into a hole. Okay, they're going to watch. That's what they're there for. Money gonna money, says eFresh Rocks on Twitch. It's just so cornball that they're like, we got to get the youth. We got to get them.
Thank you.
Oh, my God, it's MrBeast.
Everybody, that is right. I officially own the NFL, and I think it's time for some changes. So, for my very first change, we are going to be changing the rosters from 53 players to 54 and giving that new roster spot to a YouTuber.
Oh, and they go on and like,
so
I hate it. Like, I Show Speed is now on. Like, oh my
MrBeast is down for this too?
I guess so. Yeah, because he
the
wants
line somewhere.
The secret fact about most content creators and YouTubers is that even though they're the new shiny thing, even though the eyeballs are moving over to all the social media platforms and YouTube and et cetera, they still want to be loved by the industry. They still want the industry to show them that they matter and give them validation. And So they're all too happy to do this.
The people who are in the celebrity ether don't find YouTubers to be real celebrities.
No, they don't.
They want the validation. They have the validation from the young kids, but like their peers or just above peer are like, yeah, you're just a YouTuber though.
You're not the same thing. Yeah,
it's not same.
More people watched my videos than watched your movie. Doesn't matter. There's more validation. Did you get awards?
Yeah, where's your red carpet?
Exactly. Yeah. So they want to do this, and so the YouTubers get pulled into the NFL, and they're like doing the funny bits. They're doing the Nickelodeon stuff, and that's fine. It's okay. It's just really cheeseball, and hit me in a way that I thought was maybe worse than the spit. But let us know what you think. What do you think about the spit heard around the world? The punishment afterwards? Whether the NFL is being too corny and trying to go after younger viewers? If you watch it, if you don't watch it, all of those things, chime in with us today at thenewsjunkie.com. Send us what we call a dispatch. All right, quick break. When we come back, you're yelling at me via email, so we'll get into a couple of these. And there's a story out today that everybody is going to say flat out, full stop, no. You will say no when I tell you this story. We'll get into the details here and what they're trying to do inside your house. That is coming up next on the News Junkie.
Real Radio is on Instagram at Real Radio 1041. Sponsored by the law offices of Anajar and Levine Accident Attorneys. Call the law offices of Anajar and Levine at 1-800-747-FREE.
That's 1-800-747-3733. From the Clausman Law Traffic Center, car crash, call Clausman Law. ClausmanLaw.com.
Keep an eye out for a crash getting cleared up on State Road 429 northbound at Ocoee-Apopka Road on I-4 this morning. You're going to run into some familiar delays trying to get through that amusement park area. No serious accidents on I-4, Florida's Turnpike, or I-95 really affecting your ride this morning. But if you do see traffic troubles, call the Valvoline Instant Oil.
Hello. Happy Friday, everybody. How are you? Happy Friday. So many questions for you today. Can you see all this dog hair on you? Apologies. Hello, Unfettered. Hey, Bootsy. Hey, Snoop. Frog. Hey, weed consumer. Oh, shoot. Hang tight. Cameraman, got to be on the ball. I know it's been a long week. There you go. Thank you. Cameraman's on board now. Beefy King says, Sean, me and Courtney have the same birthday. You Michael Scotted me. Happy birthday. Hers is more important, but, happy birthday. Take a moment and like the stream. Like. It's very helpful. YouTube is the future of the NFL and the future of the News Junkie. So, hey, how are you?
What?
Happy birthday.
Thank you.
Everybody say happy birthday to Courtney. Say happy birthday. Birthday mojos.
I spit on a kid's face one time.
You did? Why'd you spit on a kid's face?
Well, he was the same age as me.
Oh, yeah?
But we were in 8th grade, I think.
You hawked a loogie on him?
His name was Austin, and he was bullying me.
Austin!
And I spit in his face.
He was bullying you?
Yeah.
Well, then you're fine. What's wrong with that? You can spit in his face.
And then I got in-school suspension.
What? ISS?
Mm-hmm.
ISS was the slowest day in the world. I just look at the clock and it would be like 2 minutes went by, 3 minutes went by.
I had to pay for it, too. I had to pay for the teacher's time.
You did?
Yeah.
How much did you pay?
$80.
You didn't have $80 as a kid?
My parents paid it.
How old were you?
14.
Oh, you're a bad girl. I got something for you.
I already have one.
It's a no shit warlock pin for your birthday. You know what? Yeah? Oh.
Okay.
Okay. Hold on. Let me ask Mr. Predicto about your birthday. Mr. Predicto, is Courtney going to die on her birthday?
I am confident.
Oh, good.
It is
Great.
no.
No. He said, I'm confident it's no. It's you just talked over the end. He said, I'm confident it's no.
I think he said it's so.
No. Oh, he might have said so. Oh, no. I think you're right. I thought he says no.
Jeez.
You're not going to die. What are you doing?
Stretching? It's just a
Stretch. Holy shit, Courtney is the Courtney that spit on me in school, says Austin. He just found out after all these years. Lots of happy birthday, Dortneys. Happy birthday, Courtney. Let's do a birthday shot. Happy birthday, Courtney. You are beautiful and amazing.
Oh, thank you.
Great, now we have to worry about this all day. Well, happy birthday to you.
Thank you, man.
And to all, a good night.
I'm gonna go die.
Don't go dying. No, he said, I'm sure Mr. Predicto said no. I'm sure he said no. Did he say yes or no? I'm confident it will be slow. I'm confident it will be slow is the worst case scenario. A slow, torturous birthday death. 90 seconds and we're coming back live. We're loaded up today. Question for you to feed us into this next segment real quick, something we're going to talk about for just a moment. I want a yes or no from you. Do you still watch broadcast television? Do you watch anything on NBC, CBS, Fox, ABC, the networks? Is there anything, whether it's like the evening news or any of the shows that they have in prime time? I don't watch any of that. Sports aside, no sports, sports aside, do you watch anything on broadcast television? ABC, CBS, NBC, Fox. Are there any shows that you watch? No? Yes? Local news? Do you watch ABC, NBC, the broadcast networks? Do you watch anything? Yes or no?
Sleep. Use as directed. Keep out of reach of children.
Sundays are for touchdowns. Let's go! And Fox Sports Radio has you covered with End Zone Radio. Every stadium, every score, all at once. Woo! Steve Hartman and VJ Husky kick off coverage at 1 p.m. Eastern. Then Dan Byer and former NFL All-Pro safety Kerry Rhodes take over at 5 Eastern. Lock in for your team, your bets, and your fantasy players. Open the free iHeart app and search Fox Sports Radio to start listening.
Do you have AC needs? Turn to the experts at Carrier. Go to millsair.com.
Forever hovering over life's great dump button. You're listening to the...
Unlike the first game of the NFL, I will not spit on you at all during the show. Yeah, in
Not
fact,
even
the
a little?
the technology's not even there. I can't even lie to you. I'm not able to spit on you during the show today. You know what's weird?
Challenge accepted. I think we can figure something out.
You know what's really weird, Sabrina? There is a portion of the audience who, if we could spit on them, would be like, yes. Yeah. I want that. I want the Jalen Hurts treatment. I want you to do...
Jalen Carter.
What is it?
Carter.
Jalen Carter? That's what I said. Yeah, I got it right the first time. Jalen Carter. Jalen Carter of the Eagles. The spit heard around the world.
Jalen Spitz.
Yeah, now, from now on, for sure. One thing that came up with the football game and all the weird pandering to MrBeast and YouTube and like trying to get youth watchers of the NFL involved because young people don't give a damn about football. They're in the same category as me. And as an adult, I've often felt like I was sort of the outsider guy. Like I always felt like I was the guy, because I've never cared about sports really. I wasn't very good at sports. I was like, no, I wasn't very good at sports. I was good at kickboxing and boxing, and that was it. I wasn't good at any of the other stuff, and I didn't like it. I didn't like to watch it really. I'd watch with my friends, but I was always sort of the outsider because I didn't care about sports. And
like you can sleep at night if your team doesn't win.
I don't even have a team. I don't even have one.
You had to pick one.
No, I don't have one that I have any interest in. I tried a couple of times. Like when I was little, my uncle, he liked the Bears so much, and he came over and he gave me a little Bears player, a stuffed animal thing. and I had it around the house, and I was like, go Bears, go Bears. And then I didn't care. I couldn't make myself care. I wasn't interested at all. And they're trying to get younger people involved in the NFL. And they were trying to bring in the YouTubers and MrBeast and all of this stuff. And it comes at a time where traditional television is really just collapsing. It's really just on the downfall. And again, this is weird for me because I've done this for a long time. I've watched a lot of on-demand, internet streamed content probably for the past 15 years over actually tuning in when not many people do that. And now one of the crazy things is if you look at the data, the numbers just cross one another in 2025 where more people are watching streaming than cable and broadcast. Like you could see the downturn here. That like in 2021, about 75% of watching was cable and broadcast, right? In 2021, 75% of viewing was cable and broadcast. And now over 50% is streaming. So that's in the last 4 years. And it's been a long time coming that it's been running up to that. And so I asked the question to the folks in chat who are watching the show on YouTube and Twitch, which you can do at any time. Go over to thenewsjunkie.com. And I said to them, are you watching anything on the broadcast networks? And now to you two, I asked the same question. Sabrina Sealand, is there anything that you watch that is on the broadcast networks away from cable, NBC, ABC, CBS, Fox, any like old school broadcast television shows minus sports that you still watch in 2025?
And both of us still watch the morning news.
Mm-hmm.
You know, that's what I wake up to every morning is the local Fox affiliate, Good Day Orlando. That's
any
fun to watch.
Any actual shows that because a lot of people said that. A lot of people said either evening local news or morning local news. Most people seem to say no, nothing at all.
Some of the award shows, I would say, because we happen to be in front of the TV and realize the Grammys are on, that we went antenna style. But then that was it. Really, I can't think of the last thing that I purposefully watched on broadcast television.
I don't even know most of the shows myself.
Well, we've kind of fallen off of. We haven't watched much of Bachelor in Paradise this season.
True.
We were watching that. Well, we occasionally throw on some Jeopardies. That's
that's true.
That is broadcast television.
Mm-hmm.
I think in a week or two they're going to drop another season of High Potential with Caitlin Olsen from.
I thought that was streaming only.
No, I don't think it is. I thought they air it. Same with the other one we were watching with Joshua Jackson, where he was the doctor on the boat.
Mm-hmm. Doctor on the boat.
Yeah, the Odyssey or not Odyssey. Maybe it's Odyssey. I don't know. It was a very cheesy. Like every time.
Of course it was. All of these network shows that are still around are cheesy. That's one of the problems.
Every episode, we're like, we're never going to see this show again. This is so bad.
Yeah, you'll be watching those network shows if you're one of the people who still watches something on ABC, CBS, and NBC or Fox. You'll watch them and be like, I don't know if we're getting another season of this thing.
Dr. Odyssey is Joshua Jackson of Dawson's Creek fame, and Philippa Sue, who was in Hamilton.
And he's a doctor on a cruise ship or something?
He's a cruise ship on like the most luxurious cruise ship, but small, but there's a lot going on there. Everybody's banging everybody.
Of course they are. And it's still not sexy enough to keep people watching. But I want to throw that question to you. Are you watching anything that still is on broadcast television? Or are you completely over on the streaming world like more than half of you are now officially? And they said this summer it's been absolutely brutal for the broadcast networks. The more people go over to the non-traditional outlets, the YouTubes, the Netflix, all the different streaming platforms of the traditional outlets, the more the old school, grab your remote, turn on the TV, flip through the channels, the more that dies, honestly. Let us know what you think. Send a dispatch over at thenewsjunkie.com right now. Let's see here real quick, an email. tips@thenewsjunkie.com. Ryan emails the show. And Ryan says, I know C-Lane hasn't granted absolution lately, but I think I need it. We do offer this.
It's been
on the
a
show.
while, yeah.
Yeah, if you want to admit to something you've done, if you want to confess, you can bring that to the show, and we'll take your confession, and we will maybe give you absolution. He says, I think I need it. Yesterday, I was walking down the road on the sidewalk when an elderly man on a bike blew a whistle at me as he cut me off riding up on the sidewalk. I immediately had the intrusive thought of, I hope he falls and swallows that damn whistle. Right after he passed me, he fell off his bike into plastic fencing surrounding the patio of a cute coffee shop bakery.
Oh.
He didn't swallow the whistle, but he completely ate poop. 2 other pedestrians and the manager of the shop both ran to his aid, so I just kept walking, figuring they had it handled. C-Lane, can you give me some absolution,
Oh, my
says
gosh.
Ryan.
At 100%.
Do it again.
That's hilarious.
I don't even think he did anything wrong.
Yeah.
The biker had it coming. Get off the sidewalk on your bike, okay? It's a sidewalk, not a side bike. Get on the roads where you guys belong, all right? You can confess whatever you got on your mind or whatever you'd like to hear from us, your takes on anything, or just hear what's up next. Tips at thenewsjunkie.com, TIPS at thenewsjunkie.com. When we return, we'll get into, actually, I could read a couple. I could read one more of these, right? I think maybe 1 or 2 real quick.
Will Trent,
No?
that's another show I watch that's on broadcast television.
Should I break? Just tell me if I should break. It's fine. I'll do it.
Yeah.
Do it.
No, you got
All right.
time.
We do have time?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Real quick.
No, you got to go to break.
Idiot emails the show to tips@thenewsjunkie.com. Hey, Sean, I was listening to, I believe, Wednesday's show via podcast. Heard the public story. Not sure if anybody else chimed in or not, but what the guy probably used to spray the couple was wasp spray. So if you missed this, there was a couple going through self-checkout, and one of the people, I think the husband, ran back into the aisles to get something, and somebody else who just wanted to self-checkout was like, move. You don't have everybody here. You're not ready to buy. And they're like, no, my husband's coming back in a second. We're still holding this self-checkout. And the guy goes, move, it's mine now. And they both started putting their items down on the belt. And one of the guy got mad that the couple wouldn't leave. And he went outside. And when the couple came outside, he attacked them with bug spray. He started spraying them with bug spray, the Publix parking lot at the grocery store. He said off wouldn't be harmful, like you talked about. An over-the-counter raid for ants, roaches, and spiders is not all that potent either. Really? God, I feel like if you inhaled that, it'd be so bad for you. Wasp spray, though, is some pretty nasty.
Remember they used to spray it on the drugs?
Oh, that's true. Yeah, my mom was real worried about that. It can spray 20 to 25 feet with heavy volume. Most of them contain petroleum distillates, which does not wash off easily. Also, a direct hit to the eye is way worse than mace. So pretty ugly move of that guy to do something like that. Thank you, idiot. Appreciate the email, and I'll help you with the other thing that you asked about. And finally, for right now, Concerned Grandma says, I am so upset.
What's wrong, Grandma?
Grandma is very concerned and very upset. Concerned Grandma says, I'm so upset with the decision about vaccines in Florida. Growing up in the 50s, I remember everybody's concern about polio. I remember seeing pictures of iron lungs. When a vaccine was developed, my parents took us to get it. I remember to this day their relief. There were long lines, and we had to go twice to get the vaccine, which was on a sugar cube at the time. No one sees polio now because of those vaccines, but in the 50s, it was a huge concern. I also wanted to mention my grandson contracting whooping cough as a newborn. That's bad. It was a terrible experience seeing him cough and gasp for air. Dylan had something like this. He didn't have whooping cough, but we had to have like a breathalyzer and stuff. Another breathalyzer.
You drunk, Dylan?
Not a neuralizer or a breathalyzer. What?
It is I thought it was a neuralizer.
What's the thing you blow? Like you put it under their nose,
and then it has a little smoke coming out of it.
Yeah,
Nebulizer.
Nebulizer. Thank you. It was a nebulizer. We had to do that because Dylan had a really bad cough and was gasping and stuff when he was little. It is very scary. She says, we almost called 911 several times. Luckily, he never developed pneumonia, which is often fatal to newborns. The next time my daughter got pregnant, she got a DPT booster, as we all did. Nobody wants to go through this, and we should not have to, since whooping cough was supposed to be eradicated. We're going backwards because politicians are getting involved, and we don't have scientists and doctors in charge, she says. We have RFK Jr. spreading falsehoods and fear. He had quite a day yesterday. I did not support removing fluoride either. However, so many jump on the bandwagon when they don't have all the facts. I'm very concerned for the future of my grandchildren
and where all this will lead. Thank you, concerned grandma. Well, is there a concerned grandpa who disagrees? You can always email tipsofthenewsjunkie.com, tips@thenewsjunkie.com. When we come back, C-Lane, I hope you have a lot of money saved up.
Oh.
I hope you are ready to go.
You're fired.
Is this goodbye?
All right.
No, it's not that.
Can you imagine
probably going to be worse.
First brother wheeze, now me.
Coming up next, one of the two people on the show will be fired.
And then we sit here for 7
Unrelated,
minutes.
I hope C-Lane has a lot of money saved up.
No, something that you did that someone else did. Mm-hmm. They did the same exact thing that you did, and you admitted to it on this show. And then they did it, and they are in absolutely massive trouble. All right? So
Meth?
I'm not trying to get you in trouble here.
Yes, you are.
But things could go south for you in the next segment. We'll see what happens. That's coming up next on the News Junkie.
Classic Alternative this weekend on Real Radio 104.1. Real Music Weekends are Classic Alternative.
From the Odoo.com.
Drier than normal as far as our rain chances go. High temperature in Orlando, 90. Our chance for rain, 40%. As you head farther south today, maybe you're traveling to Palm Bay or Melbourne or maybe down to South Florida, rain chances become more likely. We're going to see a similar pattern setting up for our Saturday, but rain chances will slowly creep up to a likely 60% chance by Sunday with a couple of inches possible. I'm Fox 35 Storm Team meteorologist Brooks Garner.
This report is sponsored by Lumber Liquidators. Now through Tuesday at Lumber Liquidators, get flash sale savings up to 60% off beautiful flooring for every room in your home. Visit one of their more than 200 locations nationwide or shop online at lumberliquidators.com today.
Folks, let me tell you about Mills Air. Mills Air is an amazing company, and you probably have an air conditioning in your house, I'm going to guess, right? Where you're listening to this show, you probably have an AC. You need that air conditioning to work right. Don't think you're going to YouTube it and fix the problem yourself. Get out there with your old rusty tools and solve it. No, think that the experts at Mills Air are family-owned and operated company, locally owned and operated company, a trustworthy company. And when they come out, they're going to treat you right. They're not going to rip you off. They're going to look at your AC. It's like you gobbled up all the information that ChatGPT, YouTube, and any professional ever in the AC world could ever learn, and then distilled it down into an actual human being. That's what they do at Mills Air. They are going to help you out. 407-277-1159. That's 407-277-1159. Or find them online at millsair.com.
Buying a house or selling yours? The Nickley Group makes it as easy as ABC. And 1, 2... Oh, and fast, too, because the Nickley Group can get a guaranteed cash offer on your home today. Just visit thenickley.com.
The Nickley Group with Keller Williams Realty.
I'm Ultima Morgan of Morgan & Morgan.
Folks, the sink should be fixed. The SYNC. You ain't got no alibi. It's fixed. Let's hear it for Friday. When we come back, C-Lane could be in very big trouble. Is he going to be fired? No. But something's going to happen. Legendary Sean Tease. When we come back, something is going to happen. Specifics not needed. Okay. See you later. Be safe out there. Okay. Keep it real. Hey. Keep it real.
I do. If small guy comes bike riding next to me, I'm gonna hope he falls.
Kick him. Put a stick.
I'll just put my leg out.
No, put a stick in the spokes. Whoa. Get him. Hey! Shut it like a man! Whoa! Less like a man. Thank you, Booty Sweat. I'll check it out. Sean should do an in-sync dance. No. It's going to be a no. Sorry about that. Okay, 90 seconds. We're coming back. I still got that story that's going to be a full stop, hard no for all of you. We'll get to that in just a moment. Okay, we'll get to that. We'll get to that at the top of the hour after this C-Lane story. I promise. If I don't pay something off right away, I will always pay it off. I promise you. 1 minute. Matthew says, crazy lady, polio was not eradicated. They just changed the name. Don't believe me? Look it up. That's how you get rid of stuff. That's why you don't see kids in wheelchairs all over the place as much as you did in the 30s, 40s, and 50s. When you change the name, the wheelchair kids, the wheelies, they disappear. Effective. That's what they did with AIDS. Change the name. Wait till they change cancer to Prancer. It's all over. My mom would be alive. My dad would be alive. My whole family.
Play-by-play, plus the station you're listening to right now, anytime, anywhere. Join the millions who already have it. Open the free iHeartRadio app today, the #1 app for radio.
Macy's Backstage is celebrating 10 years with $10 off your $50 store purchase. Visit the Backstage floor inside your Macy's today and get $10 off amazing new finds. Exclusions apply. See store for details. Find a location at macy'sbackstage.com.
Save every day at Headquarter Hyundai. We've dropped prices on acres of new Hyundais. Visit HeadquarterHyundai.com.
Filling in the gaps between the New York Times and World Star. This is
Story time with the three best friends you never knew you had. You can learn more about the show. Go to the website, thenewsjunkie.com, thenewsjunkie.com. C-Lane is not fired, all right? Despite what the people want, despite what has been demanded by the fans. I'll fight for him. We can't do it. We can't kowtow to these people trying to cancel C-Lane and fire him around here. Did he do blackface on the radio? Yes, he did. Yes. But that doesn't mean we just throw him out with the trash. Okay?
Never happened.
We
Blackface
let
on
him.
the radio doesn't make sense.
He will
An
not stop.
impression?
He will not stop telling Polish jokes. Yes, that's true. That's true.
That's your dad. Your dad did that.
He says gypsy all the time. Woof. Unbelievable. Spirit animal is something he just constantly is throwing around. And so, yes, should he be canceled? No, that's not happening around here. But something C-Lane admitted to doing on this show is something that another person who did the same exact thing has gotten in some huge trouble for.
I'm trying to guess what that might be.
I'm not even sure.
Any guesses? C-Lane has admitted to doing this on the show.
Are we going to get C-Lane in more trouble in case we are naming all the other things that's not related to this story?
Maybe. Possibly.
Wire fraud?
Wire fraud. Yes, he is engaging in wire fraud. That's true. But no, it's not that. Not wire fraud. No. So just the list is no wire fraud. It's not the blackface thing. It's not the Polish jokes.
I never did blackface or Polish jokes.
He was doing an impression of
I think I've probably done a Polish joke
an
before, but not on the radio.
animated Whopper.
Oh, yeah, that was back in the day on the show. No, any other guesses? No, not that. No, it's okay if you do. Like, this is a hard
Is it
one.
internet related?
It's something that he did within the last I don't know, handful of months, one might say. And he was very giddy about it, too. It was like, oh yeah. Yeah.
Downloaded porn.
That's true. He does that all the time. That is true.
I got nothing.
No, let's just keep going with this. Let's just keep doing this on the show.
Download porn? You stream it.
From KTLA in California, they say officials in several California cities warned people not to do this. They said, if you do it, you're going to get in trouble. However, after the 4th of July, people continued to light off fireworks. Okay? We know on this show that C-Lane had such a fun time on the 4th of July that afterwards he did a whole second day.
One day
of explosions. And one resident in California was fined for doing fireworks outside of the 4th. The fine, $300,000.
What?
They shot
How
off.
are they allowed to fine someone that much?
Don't know how they calculated this, but they said he shot off 300 fireworks. Each violation is $1,000.
Yeah, but you get one cartridge or like one big, box.
Yeah,
is that
legal as
one
S.
that has 300 shots?
Is that one or 300?
I call it one.
Because if that's one, that's a big difference. If that's 300, it's $300,000.
It's one murder of crows, but that includes 40 crows. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, that's no joke.
So I should just be guilty of one murder?
Mass either murder. Way. Yeah.
$300,000?
$300,000. Each violation was $1,000 fine. There was 300 different fireworks that were shot off by this one person.
He must have had an event that he told people about ahead of time, right? Like it was a whole display, a whole thing.
It doesn't say whether or not, what the situation was for this person. It says, we're really trying to send a message about how serious of an issue this is. We can't have people lighting off fireworks when it's not the 4th of July. I mean, yes, on the one hand, it sounds like a large number, this fine. But when you read our ordinance and realize they had to discharge, sell, or store 300 individual illegal fireworks in a community that's highly dense with properties everywhere, it puts it into perspective. Basically, they're saying California is a candle. And these folks and their fireworks after the 4th are lighting it on fire. $300,000 fine.
That's
for that guy.
A little excessive.
How many fireworks can you get for $300,000 now?
Oh my God! If you go to the what's the guy around here? Pyro Spot.
Yeah.
You walk out with a full tent for $300,000.
I was going to say, for $300,000, you could buy one pyro spot, I think.
Yeah. They might give you like a cannon or something. You might be able to, you could get a real deal thing.
So what happens if he doesn't pay?
Straight to prison. Guantanamo Bay.
What you in here for, man?
Fireworks. Tough times. $300,000 is crazy, but there you go. Okay, we will hear from you on the show momentarily. You can email us, tips, TIPS, at thenewsjunkie.com, tips at thenewsjunkie.com. You can also send a dispatch. That's what we call them. Record your video or audio dispatch over on the website at thenewsjunkie.com. There was a big meeting at the White House. They had all the very, very rich tech people there. I mean, there must have been gazillions of dollars at the table, just all of the money you could ever imagine. You had OpenAI CEO Sam Altman, the Samster, the alt minister. He was at the table. He's the guy responsible for ChatGPT. And all of these like tech CEOs now.
Alt minister sounds like you're a pastor for Satan.
Some say he is. Some say he is. ChatGPT is the devil, some say. And all of these rich tech people go to the White House with Trump, and all of them kiss the ring. All of them kiss the ring, one after another. Here's Sam Altman from OpenAI.
Sam, you're a big leader of a very new industry at a very young age. You're a young guy. Do you want to tell us about what you're doing? You told me things before that are absolutely unbelievable. So what are you doing?
Does Trump actually know is the question.
So explain this A1 sauce to me.
What are you doing over there?
First of all, to echo the comments of Tim and others, thank you so much for getting us all together, and thank you for being...
He is young. I don't know. Is he 30s?
He looks like a teenager.
Sam Altman? The thing that would have been brutal is if, and I know I always bring this up, Sam Altman, if you're out there, I apologize.
40.
40? Mm-hmm. He looks younger than
Great
40.
skincare.
Yeah, he really does. If Trump would have been like, what's this thing with your sister? And he just tossed out like the most salacious thing about Sam Altman. Don't Google that. Well, do Google it, but it looks like she might just be crazy. But his sister has tossed some allegations about him out there. Trump doesn't know what's going on with ChatGPT, though, I don't think. He's like, what is it you do?
This pro-innovation president, it's a very refreshing change. We're very excited to see what you're doing to make all of our companies and our entire country so successful. The investment that's happening here, the ability to get the power in the industry back in the United States, I think this will set us up for a long period of great success.
He's not very loud.
I don't think that would be happening now without your leadership.
Is there a gun pointing at this guy?
It seems like everyone has a gun at them because it's complete silence. There are hands in their laps, every single one at the table.
He said, I don't think this would be happening without your help. So he's big Trump fan, at least in terms of technological innovations and investments and stuff. Sam Altman saying, we couldn't be doing this without you. This is a refreshing change. Very, very positive on that front.
Now, this is after Melania's speech about the robots are real and it's no longer sci-fi.
Not only that, Melania's at the table.
Right.
And she did give that speech where she was like, the robots are here now. And some of the robot people are at the table. The Zuckerberg, he was there. His hair tousled as ever. Trump. He's right next to Trump, which almost feels like an Elon shot. You know what I mean? Like, let's put Zuckerberg right here. At one point in time, Trump was like, this is the beginning of his political career. And Zuckerberg's like, no, not doing that. But he was on the Trump train as well.
How much are you spending, would you say, over the next few years?
Oh, gosh. I think it's probably going to be something like, I don't know, at least $600 billion through 28 in the U.S.
He could have said anything.
It's a lot.
No, it's significant.
$1 trillion.
That's a lot. Thank you, Mark. It's great to have you. How much are you?
Yeah, well, how much did he say? $800 billion? $600 billion through 2028 in the United States. That's great. That's good for us. All of the other folks were up there alongside saying the same kind of things. And,
was Elon not invited?
He was invited, and he said that he wasn't able to make it, I think. That was the thing. It was like, he was invited, but he said he wasn't able to make it. So Zuckerberg was right next to Trump. And then even Sergey Brin from Google was there, I think, too.
I also just wanted to mention, we don't have to get into all the details talked about in the Oval Office, but I think it's a real incredible inflection point right now in AI. And the fact that your administration is supporting our companies instead of fighting with them. It's hugely important. Obviously, it's a global race.
Melania is right there.
We're at the cusp where these AI models are about to become profoundly useful, kind of beyond the, okay, wow, it's cool, can do that, but actually day-to-day incredible utility, incredible productivity.
Yes, for companies looking to replace workers. You're absolutely right. Yes, indeed. That is true, Google. Thank you. And I understand why all the people around this table absolutely love these technological innovations. But for our country and a lot of the low-level, low-skill workers, you're going to be zapped out.
Oh,
it's going to be like a Raid commercial. And
this is also a big talking point for Trump, where it's like, during my administration and the most jobs of all time, this is going to affect how many people are unemployed. Is it not?
Oh, without a doubt, there will be. Oh, and it already has. We talked yesterday on the show about the companies who already have let go of people. It's just kind of interesting that Melania Trump was there. She's sitting right next to Trump.
Did no one hear my robot speech?
I know that she hates robots.
It was a rowboat speech.
Rowboat.
I know she hates robots. She has an accent, folks, okay? I know she hates robots just like me.
Cars now steer themselves through our cities.
True.
Robots hold steady hands in the operating room. And drones are redefining the future of war. Innovations of first-generation humanoids, factory automation, and autonomous vehicles have surged from private sector investment.
Autonomous.
Every one of these advancements is powered by AI. The robots are here. Our future is no longer science fiction.
Isn't it kind of weird that all the AI dudes are hanging out at the meeting after this? Because I agree with her. I'm like, damn, the robots are bad.
Robots.
Yeah, but the AI dudes, I don't know that they necessarily always associate themselves with robots.
Yeah,
they're like,
don't
hey,
want to.
We're just, a computer running a piece of software that takes all of your jobs and does them much faster, much more efficiently, much cheaper, all of that stuff. But, we're not necessarily, us at the table here are not necessarily taking that software, putting it on a USB stick and shoving it in a robot and saying, have at it.
We're cooked, man. On the robot front, we are toast
Also,
right now.
No more science fiction.
This didn't occur to me yesterday, but that is the most I've ever heard Melania Trump speak.
Oh, really?
I think.
I agree with her. I think she's right. I think she should have shot everybody in that room. You know what I mean? I think
Autonomous robot.
it's only one way.
Autonomous.
Only one way to stop this from happening, baby. Okay, what do you think? Let us know. Send us a dispatch at thenewsjunkie.com, thenewsjunkie.com right now. When we come back, save your emails on my shot everybody in the room comment. I'm not going to read them. When we come back, I told you there's a story that you're going to be a hard no on, and I didn't get to it just yet, but let's drop that when we come back, all right? That is coming up next on the News Junkie.
The NFL season kicks off for the Tampa Bay Bucks when they go to Atlanta to face the Falcons this Sunday. Coverage starts at 12 noon on Real Radio 104.1 and the free iHeartRadio app. Presented by First Horizon Bank and Renewal by Anderson, official partner of the Tampa Bay Buccaneers.
From the Clausman Law Traffic Center, car crash, call Clausman Law. ClausmanLaw.com.
Keep an eye out for a crash on Orange Blossom Trail near Washington Avenue. That's near the hospital there. On the major roadways, there's no surprises really affecting your ride. Just some familiar delays still slowing down your drive here on I-4 eastbound between Osceola Parkway and State Road 535. There's congestion, no issues on Florida's Turnpike or I-95.
Well, hey there. Howdy doody. That's what all the cool people are saying. You know what I'm doing this weekend? I've had enough. I've had enough. This weekend, I am going to build a new Mega Chat app so that all of your comments come in to the app that I have here during the Skull Mike sessions. I see them all right here, so I know this feed is better, but they don't come in to this. I don't get them all. That is a frustration that I'm having. So I will fix that. Somebody asked about the roast. You said you'd make an announcement this week. I am still waiting for confirmation. I have become more than mildly frustrated with the process that is held up by attorneys. We are supposedly waiting for the final signed contract, and then we can orchestrate things to put the tickets on sale. Hopefully, fingers crossed like crazy, the tickets will go on sale next week. I've already pretty much told a lot of you. At some point you might have heard this, but the event is going to be, unless there's a last minute issue, at Judson's Live at the Dr. Phillips Center on October 30th. October 30th at Judson's Live. The Halloween roast of Sean Wasson, that's me. It will be an incredibly exclusive event. There are only like 120 tickets for this. The venue is beautiful, all right? Beautiful. We need to kick it up a little bit for this. I think we need to dress up a little bit for this. I'm thinking we could dress up and have like some Halloween accoutrements, you know? I think we could really, really make this a high-class, fun event. And what's not to be fun about a roast at my expense? So that's what's going down. It is October 30th at Judson's Live at the Dr. Phillips Center, probably the most gorgeous, exclusive-sized venue in town. And we're going to have a roast that you will absolutely never forget. If you are there, you are going to have a blast. I guarantee you that.
minutes. It's strange that the suits suggested an event's focusing on Sean and staff, but the red tape has become the biggest issue. I mean, kind of. Like, we have done the Just Okay annual event a billion times, okay? Not a billion, but, 8, 9, 10. We've done it a lot of times. I forgot what the number was. For almost a decade. And it's fun, but we did that. We did that. So I think it's time to do a new series of events, more exclusive. We could do some roasts. Show roasts are always fun. And I think that there's room in the market for it. So I wanted to turn in that direction. A Halloween roast sounds hilarious to me. The problem is we only have like 2 months left. So, whereas we would have had like 6 months to really plan this, now we've got to squeeze it down into it. But I think we're going to go on sale soon. Coastal Kelly says, I'm out. I stay in my bubble in Volusia City. Come on. Come hang out with us. This is going to be a killer event. Hope it turns out great after all the BS. It will be great no matter what. It'll be a fantastic event. It will be great. It's like, wait, hurry up and wait. And then the attorneys go, actually, we don't like this thing. And then they take forever. It's just crazy. Let's do a 12. I sure hope it's croc friendly. I'll call about their croc policy. About that. Kurt, we'll talk more about that in the next week or so. Right now, trying to get everything finalized and approved, trying to get the tickets out there, and then we can make this a fantastic time. One thing at a time.
But your immune system weakens as you age, making it harder to fight flu, pneumococcal pneumonia, RSV, and COVID-19. Vaccines are a key part of any health routine and help strengthen your immune response. Ask your doctor or pharmacist which vaccines you need. Schedule in minutes at vaxassist.com. Sponsored by Pfizer.
Look to Orange Buick GMC for your next truck at orangebuickgmc.com. We are professional grade.
Portions of the following program were pre-recorded.
Live from the JustCallMo.com studios. Got questions after an accident? Just call Mo. Visit JustCallMo.com or dial 1-800-CALL-MO. This is WTKS-FM HD1 Cocoa Beach, Orlando. An iHeartRadio station. Make us the #1 preset on your car radio and on the free new and improved iHeartRadio app. Listen for all your music, radio, and podcasts. Free never sounded so good. Join in on the chaos. We eagerly await your dispatch. This is
the world's most viral newsroom. And we'd love for you to join in on the action if you're just stumbling upon the show. It's called The News Junkie. I am The News Junkie. Sabrina and Seelane are with me, and you can learn more about the show over at thenewsjunkie.com. This is the most solid no, a full stop no from me. But just to let you know what's going on, I want to kind of bring this story to you. Don't close your eyes because you might be driving, but just kind of imagine yourself in this situation. It's the end of the day. Super hot outside. You've worked all day long and you return to your home. Mm-hmm. All right. You return to your home and you go, finally, I can chill and enjoy my weekend. And when you get home, you go, I'm about to make the house nice and comfortable, just like I like it. You go over to change your thermostat. And when you grab your thermostat, you notice a little light and a warning. And it says, sorry, high use time. Thermostat currently disabled. That is your future. That is what is going to happen if the power companies get their way.
Over my dead body. my dad's hot body.
Like, this should be like the one thing in the world that unites everybody. We should all go, no, we're not doing this. We are not doing this. And I don't tell this to you because I saw like one fringe story about it. I've seen over and over again, the power companies want to control your thermostat. And I ask you the question, are you going to let them? Are you going to let them do that? So you get home, you just worked a hot ass day, and you get inside and you're like, 72, here we come. Sorry, if this is peak time, you have no control over your thermostat until further notice.
I think, don't we already have an option for that on our Nest thermostats?
There are like environmental and other options, like some options that they give you that they try to force you into.
My thermostat is from 93.
But
I don't even know that life.
Yours is like older school, like traditional one. Celine and I have the Nest digital ones that a lot of people have now. But even then, Celine, I think you have the ability to like easily override that with whatever you want the temperature to be. But I'll give you an example here. Let me pull up one of the stories I'm talking about because there are a lot of these. It's happening all over the country. This is real. This is not me making this up. This is from WTRF. This says Ohio bill. All right, in this case, it's in Ohio. I've seen them try to do this in multiple states. Ohio bill would give energy companies power over household thermostats and water heaters. Meaning in the busiest times, in the morning, when you want to take a hot shower, nope, sorry, your water heater is out of your control right now. We can't do anything about that. It's peak energy consumption time. Or in the hottest parts of the day, nope, can't give you any control over your AC. Too bad, so sad, deal with it. That's how it goes.
Does Ohio have any of those AI plants nearby?
They
have no problem giving that energy.
They might, I don't know.
Them.
Yeah, because that's a big use right there, all the AI stuff. But this says a new proposal from the Ohio General Assembly would allow energy companies to temporarily adjust customers' thermostats and water heaters during periods of high demand. House Bill 427, introduced this week, creates a voluntary demand response program aimed at reducing strain on the state's power grid. Now, don't let that word voluntary let you put your guard down, because that's how it starts. They go, it's a voluntary opt-in program. If you want to help out with the power grid and the surge in demand, then you could do it. And then we won't let you control your thermostat or water heater. And that's how they start. And then they go, it was so successful, we're making everyone do it. And then the next thing you know, it's 82 degrees in your house, and they tell you climate change is to blame, or surges in power demand from AI centers are to blame. It's peak, baby. It's peak. We need more power. We need yours.
All right. I just opened my Nest app, and it's offering me rush hour rewards. Join and enroll. Get rewarded to use less energy during peak hours. Mm-hmm. Get the reward of, guys.
What is it?
Are you sitting down?
Yeah. How much money is it?
$30 US.
Whoa.
From what?
Is that with 10?
Yeah, 30. Damn. From Clay Electric Cooperative for enrolling in rush hour rewards, which automatically adjusts your thermostat to use less energy during peak hours. Temperature adjustments will not exceed 4 degrees or last longer than 4 hours. You could stop them anytime. I'm going to hit reject rewards.
I don't want it. Yeah, what is that going to do for me? I mean, my power bill is through the roof. My latest power bill in front of me here, okay? Just so you know. Just to keep it real.
Can I show this?
Yeah, you can show it. Yeah. My latest power bill is $641.
Honestly, I thought it was going to be more than that.
$641.
That includes your water and stuff, though, right?
Yes.
It does. Yeah, it includes your water and like trash and some other things. But $641. During the lightest times, it gets down to like 2 something. In the heat of the summer, it gets way up. I'm paying money. There is no reason in 2025 that we have to deal with this. We need to get more of these nuclear plants fired up so we have a bigger backbone and infrastructure to handle what's coming at us in the future. And if we sit around and let them pull us by the nose, then we will end up at a very different spot. The spot that we end up in will be one you don't like, where they go, well, we don't have enough power. The grid's going to go down. So we need you to give us control over your thermostat or your water heater. Kiss my ass. That ain't happening, all right? The demand response programs, says Representative Roy Klopfenstein. He says programs, this is a Republican, this guy. Programs have been proven to be a vital tool for our large commercial users, and it's important that similar programs are made available to residential and small commercial users. Under the bill, customers could choose to participate. Yes, again, that's how it starts. Utilities would have the authority to lower or raise thermostat settings or adjust water heater cycles when electricity use is high. That means you are cold in your shower at your house. We don't own anything anymore. We don't own our houses because we pay property taxes perpetually. We don't own our cars because they disable certain functionality in it. We don't own the stuff that we get to use inside our house because they can control whether or not we can be nice and comfortable in a shower or comfortable in our house. It all sucks. Companies could offer compensation, either through annual payments or per event fees to those who join the program. Again, this is all... No one's going to
join that crap. No way.
Who would? Who's the person who's like, yes,
people work their asses off to, one, own property, and two, do whatever they want on that property, which includes sleeping at 69 degrees.
Like, there could be limitations, too, that I would be okay with. If you said, okay, Sabrina's house. Now, Sabrina doesn't do this that I know of, but I'm just using her as an example.
I'm ready.
Right? Sabrina's house is going to be limited to water because we noticed that she used 8 gazillion gallons of water last week. She's just like pouring water down the driveway.
Slip and slide part.
She's got the craziest slip and slide you ever seen in your life. She's wasting more than the collective zip code. And they go, we're going to dial down your power,
she
your
had
water
the wet
use.
bandit show up and just run the sinks all night.
Yeah, and so we were going to dial down your water use because it's actually affecting the people around you more. Okay, if somebody's like so egregious like that, you can understand some sort of policing in place or fines that would probably sort this out. But just telling everybody, here's what you're going to deal with. We control your thermostat now. It is the power companies across the United States of America saying, I'm the captain now. Your shower and your thermostat are ours. We are in control.
If this is going to bleed into anyone that has solar power. Or is the sun still in charge?
I would think not. I would think that if you have a solar system, then
if you're self-sufficient,
the power company should not be able to control anything of yours because you're not using their power.
Well,
if you have it with the backup battery.
Yeah, but it doesn't matter if they get into your devices. So, like, normally what they could do is turn on or shut off your power. But if they get into your devices, then they can actually control with granularity what's going on. Like, we'll give you a little bit of power, but not enough for that warm shower you're looking for.
Sucks, man.
I will have a router so advanced that the thermostat just does not see the internet at all.
Let us know what you think. How are you going to handle this? Let us know. Send a dispatch or an email. Record your video or audio dispatch on the website, thenewsjunkie.com, or send an email to tips@thenewsjunkie.com. An email coming in from a concerned grandpa. And this may be battling, I don't know, might be battling the concerned grandma who emailed the show earlier. And she said she was very worried about the end of the vaccine mandates. She was like, this is bad. This is dangerous. We got rid of all these things and now they're coming back. Concerned grandpa says, hey, News Junkie, this message is for my wife, a.k.a. concerned grandma. I don't know if that's the case. Mary, please get off the AOL account. And for God's sake, go back into the house and continue making your macaroni sculptures. By the way, you can get my... No, I'm not giving out this website. Keep up the work. Sir, I don't believe you. I think that was just a nice lady who doesn't want people to get the whooping cough. I think that lady doesn't want people back in wheelchairs rolling around at 11 years old.
To get a plug in there?
This one tried to get a plug for a whole lot of macaroni.com.
Let's try Grandpa.
A whole lot of macaroni.
That's a whole lot of macaroni.
I like
Thank you to concerned grandpa. Okay, let's get one more email coming in. Let's see. Somebody says, we found the cost of data centers. It's in your electric bill. Hey, Sean, you mentioned power companies controlling thermostats. Do tech companies control the power companies? Thanks. Love you guys, says Travis. We talked about this story when it happened on the show. It went viral a couple of weeks ago, and we talk about everything as it goes viral, so we tend to be ahead of a lot of people. But the AI demand has caused for a surge in energy demand from these different power outlets. And the power companies want more money because there's more demand. So the price for everybody around any of these AI facilities regionally has gone up. Your power bill has gotten more expensive per kilowatt hour. But we don't need to deal with that. We don't need to deal with, and we don't need an energy shortage in 2025. We can build more facilities, number one. We could streamline the facilities we have, and we can make the AI companies pay. All right? They're making plenty of money. They're making plenty of money, and they ought to pay for this. They ought to pay for the rest of us, too. Okay, quick break. When we come back, we'll see what you think about all of this. Give us your thoughts. I'm sure you will anyhow. Send a dispatch at thenewsjunkie.com or email tips, TIPS, at thenewsjunkie.com. When we return, that's a whole lot of Powerball money.
Ooh,
$1.7 billion with a B. That is a lot of money. Who's playing? What's going down? What are your chances? And why the New York Times says you should not buy a ticket for this Powerball. We'll find out what they're saying. That's coming up next on the News Junkie.
Real radio is the Jim Colbert Show. Loud mouths, zero filters, and one very confused FCC agent. The Jim Colbert Show. Weekdays at 3 on Real Radio 104.1.
There's a crash getting cleared up on Orange Blossom Trail northbound before Donegan Avenue at Washington Avenue. That's near the hospital there. Move over and slow down if you see police activity or emergency vehicles on the roadways. On I-4, there's no surprises affecting your ride on the major roadways. It's pretty mellow. No accidents really affecting your ride here. But if you do see traffic troubles, call the Valvoline Instant Oil Change traffic tip line at 866-676-8477. From the Traffic Center, I'm James Birmingham.
This report is sponsored by Everdor Garage Door. Squeaks, jerks, and...
Hello, everybody. Economic numbers coming in. The United States only added 22,000 jobs in the month of August. 22,000 jobs. A big slowdown in the labor market. Unemployment ticking to 4.3%. Those Bureau of what is it? Bureau of Labor Statistics, I think. The Bureau of Labor Statistics numbers have not improved. Even though new people have their hands on the abacus, the numbers are still not improving. And I can tell you, there are a lot of reasons for this. And one of them is absolutely, no matter what they tell you, artificial intelligence. 1,000%. All right, we'll come back in just a couple of minutes, but yes or no? Yes or no, chat? Are you playing Powerball? $1.7 billion. $1.7 billion. Are you playing Powerball? Arnott says, is that because of the government layoffs? The government job sector was one of the job sectors that were pretty heavily decimated throughout the beginning of the year. So yeah, that is in there. But overall, hiring has just slowed dramatically. If you look at almost any industry, even radio, honestly, hiring has slowed. They're trying to, as they are in, they're doing this in radio, they're doing this everywhere. They try to see how streamlined they can make their company and how thin everything can be in terms of your workforce. Because your workforce is so expensive. When is the drawing? The Powerball drawing is on Saturday, I believe. I believe it's on Saturday. I already have my ticket. Yes, maybe I'll buy one. $1.7 billion will fix all your problems. You can even do 2 chicks at one time. Honestly, 1.7 billion would change your life in such a drastic way there actually would be negatives. There would be. You would have to have a financial team. That's a negative, I think. You would have to have a financial team that you trust. Oftentimes, these teams rip you off. They take advantage of the fact that you don't know much about finance, and you now have $1 billion plus. You have to deal with your family and friends now seeing that you have a whole lot of money and calling you with all their sob stories. I just need a couple million. Little Jimmy's got the rickets again. And you gotta brutally deny them, one after another. It's tough. There's bad stuff that comes with getting $1.7 billion. You will be, whether you like it or not, you will be on people's radar and you will be a target. You could go through your whole life right now and people will probably just leave you alone mostly. No reason for somebody to target you. People target me maybe, but they're not going to target you. But if you have $1.7 billion, they're coming at you. 2 minutes and we're coming back. Kevin says, I wouldn't tell a soul. And sometimes even these people who try to keep it a secret, it becomes that meme where it's like, I wouldn't tell anybody, but you might notice some things. What are you going to do? You're not going to upgrade your house? Are you not going to buy a new car? Are there not going to be any signs that you just won $1.7 billion? I think people might notice. And then when word gets around, and it will, you're a target. So trust me, I'll take the money. But it ain't all roses. There's some bad parts about winning $1.7 billion. He acts like you get 1.7, you get half that after taxes. Of course you do, and everybody knows that. Of course you do, and everybody knows that. Don't attempt to be the actually person. Oh my God, what is this new? This is brand fucking new. There's taxes on lottery winning. Who knew this? Holy shit. I'd never heard of this until this moment. No one has ever factored this in before. Next, you'll tell me if you win money on a game show, they take taxes out. I don't believe you because my brain is a potted plant. And I would not know these things. I would not be aware.
Quality hearing aids at the lowest prices, starting at just $98 a pair.
I actually like them better than my old $5,000 hearing aids.
I could not believe how my hearing and life changed.
Join over 1 million happy customers by going to audionhearing.com. That's AUDIEN hearing.com.
I just normally do straight stand-up, but this is a bit different.
What do you get when a true crime producer walks into a comedy club? Answer, a new podcast called Wisecrack, where a comedian finds himself at the center of a chilling true crime story.
Does anyone know what show they've come to see? It's a story. It's about the scariest night of my life.
This is Wisecrack, available now. Open your free iHeartRadio app, search Wisecrack, and listen now.
Think orange for your next vehicle. OrangeBuickGMC.com. We are professional grade.
Filling in the gaps between the New York Times and World Star. This is
Then I'd like to encourage you to do something. If you would not mind just taking a second and going to the iHeartRadio app, if you don't have it, get it, and searching for The News Junkie. Subscribe to the podcast. That's how you stick with us on the show. And then you go, oh, that's right, I haven't caught up with The News Junkie in a while. Bam, you're back on board just like that. I want you to listen to this show as much as you possibly can, but I understand if you win the Powerball this weekend, you might be less likely to do so. I get it. I understand. Look, if Sabrina or C-Lane aren't here on Monday, you know they won the Powerball. It's just it's over. They're not coming back in if they win $1.7 billion.
Classic Sabrina. I bought a lot of Powerball yesterday.
Oh, you did?
Oh, yeah. Something in my body.
How many tickets did you buy?
I bought 5.
Okay. All right.
Maybe it's not a lot, really. It's $20. It's
so to you. Yeah, I mean, you don't usually buy a lot.
Might do another $20.
What, you got the double play and the power play?
I did. All the plays. Give me the fixins, please. And so I went with, I bought one for Nicole. She had sent me the numbers. Then I went random, generator of numbers.
I did quick picks, yeah.
And then, I asked ChatGPT. I said, give me some random numbers. Yeah. Okay. And then that last one, I'm like, just feel it out. I close my eyes and I'd pick a number. Pick. And I think that last one's going to be my millions. Do you
What happens if Nicole's number wins, though? If your girlfriend's number wins, are you going to go...
She's paying rent for the rest of the 10 years.
If her number wins, are you getting nothing out of it? Do you have no deal set up?
I better get something.
Well, it better get something ain't a deal. That's not a deal locked in stone.
She doesn't
there.
know where the ticket is right now. Technically, it's all under my name.
Now we got a court case on our hands.
Yes, we do.
Now we got something happening.
I looked up the lump sum, though, and it's such a punch in the gut.
Yeah, they do take a lot. Mm-hmm.
Do you want to guess? $1.7 billion is the prize, and then the lump sum, or after taxes, how much do you think it is?
Oh, I think before taxes, it's just that 0.7, right?
Yeah.
It's pretty close. It's a $770 million lump sum.
I'm like, you're not a billionaire anymore.
Yeah, but you'll be fine. You'll be. And I was talking to her at the break. I don't want to be like, the New York Times put this article out today, and they go, you're not going to win the Powerball, dummy. Essentially, right? They're like, you're not going to win the Powerball. The odds are so big and stacked against you. It's 1 in 235 million that you're going to win the Powerball. It's not going to happen. Of course, the next day they'll probably print a story about somebody who got struck by lightning. But they think these odds are only important in one direction.
Whoever wins, if they do the big press conference with a giant check, should also hold up that New York Times article.
Mm-hmm. He'll say, look, they told me I wouldn't win. Somebody's got to win this damn thing out there. Might as well be me. $1.7 billion with a B. And again, I don't want to be the New York Times downer here, but I was talking during the break to the Skill Mike folks. You can see what's going on in between commercials over on youtube.com/thenewsjunkie. Watch the show live. And I said, people don't realize this, but I know it would be great to win $1.7 billion or after taxes, $770 million. But there are a lot of bad things that come with this. You have to immediately hire a financial team. And I mean a team.
Of course.
Like, you need a team of people. You have to trust that team of people, which is very hard. A lot of people will take advantage of you. You have to deal with, and again, you may think these are tiny little issues and you're happy to take them on. But if you win the lottery and you win $1.7 billion in the Powerball, everyone you have ever met, all of your family members, no matter how close you are to them or not close you are to them, anybody who met somebody who met somebody who met you, anybody who lives around you, anybody anywhere nearby is going to ask you for money. They are going to say, like, you have money. You're never going to be able to spend it all if you wanted to. They're going to tell you about how their kid has double rickets and they're dying and their mom's dying and then they can't afford the power bill. All of these things, little Johnny needs a heart transplant, all of them they'll use to try to get you to separate yourself from your money.
Did little Johnny get himself a Powerball ticket?
No, he didn't. No. His kid broke as hell. He ain't got nothing out there. You're going to get that. And it's uncomfortable. It is uncomfortable to have people asking you for money like that. And I'll take the money. I'll take all the stuff that comes on with it. I'll be fine. But just realize there's things that aren't good. You might not be a target right now. Nobody wants to rob you. Nobody wants to break into your house, probably. But if you win the Powerball, they will. You bet your ass they will. They'll try to break into your house. People will risk their garbage lives to try to get a little bit of a nibble of what you got on yours. They will bust in and say, look, if I can get a couple $100,000 out of this robbery, it will change my life. And I won't feel bad about it because they have so much. You need security.
Good luck crossing my moat.
You're going to need a moat. You're going to need gators. You're going to need sharks with friggin' lasers.
Giant dudes with guns.
You need it all. You need all of it after winning that much money.
Realistic. and obviously very hypothetical at the same time. One of us wins.
Mm-hmm.
How much would the other two on the show think they'd be receiving as a gift?
I would think, if I'm going to be honest here,
Be
I'm
real.
just going to be flat out honest. I don't think either one of you would give me anything.
Okay, that's
if you won. I don't think you would.
I feel like I would.
Why would you, though? Like, in any other circumstance, if you won, would you just pay a bunch of money to all your coworkers? Why? Why would you do that?
I want to do everyone here at iHeart. I'm saying we're on the show. We're talking about it. I now own the station.
So where do you close that barrier? Only
That's what I'm saying. $1,000
only the
bucks?
show?
Or were you guys? Would you
$1,000?
expect more than that, considering the $700 million in my bank account?
Let me tell you something. If you win and clear $700 million and you give C-Lane and I $1,000, or just me $1,000 and give C-Lane like some crazy amount of money, it'll be so much meaner than if you gave me nothing. Just
See, that's why I brought up the question.
Yeah.
What would be like a really nice gift?
It's like,
$1,000 is not too bad.
$1,000 is offensive if you just won $700 million. Give me nothing.
It's like back in the day, when you used to pay cash at restaurants and you would leave the tip, but if all you left was the change. And then the server chased after you and like, hey, here's your 29 cents. You need it more than I do, or something like that. It's more insulting. It's more insulting to get the 29 cents than to just be straight up stiffed.
$1,000 is
Okay, so what's not insulting? There is a number in your head.
If you gave me $10 million, I would go.
$10 million?
Yes,
no
you have
way,
$700 million. Give me $10 million or give me nothing. This is a liberty or death situation.
Okay.
All right.
What would you give?
But Bootsy Moonshot on Twitch says, "I'll take Sean's 1,000." He's already laying claim. Yeah, I get if you're not even in the mix here, but I'm saying, in reality, let's say on Saturday, all of us text each other and one of us wins. These things are going to go through your mind. First, you're going to think, well, obviously, I'm getting something. Right? Like if it was your bestest best friend or like somebody you work with every day you're really close with, you'd be like, obviously I'm getting something here. Am I getting a new car? Am I getting something? But $1,000.
An edible arrangement.
Because then you would give me the $1,000 and you know what I'd do? Like you give me the $1,000 and I'd go, okay, I can get a new iMac for my studio. And I get the iMac and then I'd be like,
you still owe $800.
She can't call me because I can't hear her over the waterfall at her house, and then she's driving to. She's not at work. What am I talking about?
Helicoptering to work.
She might go to work just so she could talk, so she could complain about her helicopter rides.
And then it'll be the news junkie on Sabrina radio station.
Yeah, buy the station just to fire me, like all of these things. It would. I think that I would just go,
kind of scared
congratulations.
If I went,
I wouldn't be scared. No. I would be happy for you. I would be absolutely happy for you. I would be, honestly, can I be totally real? I would be scared for you if you won that
scared
much
for
money.
Me? Why?
Yeah, because it's dangerous. Like I said, I really think that there is a level of danger to those things. I wouldn't ever want anything to happen to you. We want somebody to kill you or something.
All right, $1,200 for you then.
Wow, it's really gone up. Look at me go. What would you give C-Lane? Is he getting more than 1,000?
Yeah, $50,000 easy.
Son of a bitch.
$50,000.
And Courtney's getting a lot too.
Yeah, if I win, Courtney's getting nothing. She is. I don't care if it's her birthday today.
It's her birthday.
No. First of all, if I won, she would get half of it. She would get half of the money. I would give her half of the money. I should not have said that on this show. Your Honor, I bring to you Exhibit A right here.
Let's replay
we
that.
only have one exhibit that we need in this case, but
this
here it is.
Show is for entertainment purposes only.
$1.7 billion. Who's playing? I love how there are still some people out there that'll be like $1.7 billion. No, just not enough for me. I can't
only
do
the
it.
third largest pot.
AJ Soup says, I think for coworkers, 2 to 5 years salary would be fair.
Wow,
2 to
so that's
5
like
years
$50
salary.
million for Sean.
2 to 5 years salary would be fair. I think that what I would probably do is stuff that wouldn't be giving Sabrina or C-Lane the money. I think I would probably go, here is a fund for Jackson. Nice. And then when he turns 18, he gets a little, and then he gets like a little more when he turns 25, and then a little more when he turns 35, so that Jackson will be okay. And then nobody else gets anything. Courtney gets her money, but nobody else gets it. Because it's just the rest of it.
Because they don't have a baby?
Okay, but can I tell you this? What do you think is going to happen if, let's say I won the money, I clear $700 million, right? And then I go, here you go, C-Lane Sabrina, here's $5 million. I have to give half of my money to Courtney. She said thank you, by the way, just in case you didn't hear that clearly. Sounded almost like F-bombs territory. But do you not think that Jack Bradshaw would be like, what am I, chopped liver over here? Boss man Bradshaw doesn't get a little bit of money? Yeah, come on, Daddy-O. Like, of course, everybody else would start popping up.
And then now get one of those giant machines that you stand in the middle of and it whirls around $1 bills.
You could give Jack less, though, because you know he'll stretch it out a lot better. He'll spend it much more frugally than we will.
Sabrina might have the idea. One day only at iHeart, you do like all of these kind of games where people can win some money, and then afterwards you go, don't talk to me about it anymore. Never coming up again. Let us know what you think. Send us a dispatch. Go to thenewsjunkie.com right now. When we come back, the next episode with Sabrina. What's coming up on the next episode?
Thank you for asking. What's coming up on the next episode? Have you ever felt guilty after binge watching an entire season or more of a show in a single sitting? Nope. Don't anymore. Study says it's awesome. If you love Legos and Star Wars and got a cool $1,000 to spare, Sean, do I have a nerd boner for you? Plus, let me introduce you to the band on the drums. Let's give it up for locally sourced mushrooms. All that and so much more coming up on the next episode.
And that is coming up next on the News Junkie.
Coming up tonight on Real Radio at 7, it's a corporate time with Tom and Dan. Brought to you by MyEternalVitality.com and Modern Plumbing Industries. At 8 p.m., it's the Orlando Shine Show with Brendan and the Bus. At 9, we all find out what the hell is Angel listening to. Tonight on Real Radio 104.1.
From the Odoo.com Weather Center. Odoo.com, the only business software you will need.
I'm Fox 35 Storm Team meteorologist Brooks Garner with your Fox 35 Central Florida forecast. And on this Friday, we're going to have a drier than normal day as far as our rain chances go across Central Florida in early September. We've got a 40% chance for storms. Most of the action today will be south of Orlando and across Brevard County. Our high temperature, 90 degrees. Similar weather for our day tomorrow, Saturday, but then looking ahead to Sunday, we'll have a slightly higher chance of rain, a 60% chance, and some places could pick up a couple of inches. I'm Fox 35 Storm Team meteorologist Brooks Garner.
This report is sponsored by Lumber Liquidators. Now through Tuesday at Lumber Liquidators, get flash sale savings up to 60% off beautiful flooring for every room in your home. Visit one of their more than 200 locations nationwide or shop online at lumberliquidators.com today.
Protect your home with Reese Windows and Doors, trusted for over 50 years to deliver the highest quality factory direct hurricane impact windows with most installs done in less than 8 weeks, and they are upping the ante. The giveaway is bigger than ever. If you have texted WOW to 20129 to enter to win that $15,000, well, guess what? It is now $25,000 in new windows absolutely free. If you haven't, pick up your phone right now. What are you waiting for? Text the word WOW to 20129 for $25,000 in free windows from Reese Windows and Doors. Do it today. Text WOW to 20129.
When you enter a place of business, you're owed a legal duty that the place of business is safe for you to shop in. I'm John Morgan of Morgan & Morgan. If you suffered an injury at a place of business, our duty is to protect you after that harm. Morgan & Morgan, for the people.com.
Thinking about selling your home? Well, hold on to your packing tape. The Nickley Group can sell houses faster than you can find that one missing sock. Get a guaranteed cash offer on your home from the Nickley Group today. Visit thenickley.com.
Call Nickley. The Nickley Group with Keller Williams Realty.
Big down payments. Thousands down. We interviewed the victims. Tell us what happened, ma'am.
Well, I says to myself, self, go to RC Hill Mitsubishi. Into lands. Every vehicle's just one dime down.
And then?
I ended up at some.
Hey, everybody. 2 minutes. 2 minutes and 30 seconds. That's it. That's it. And then we're back into the action on the show. The next episode is coming up. it's a crime to play more than a dime. 2 minutes. I'm officially boycotting the NFL because of Spitgate. I will not be focusing on any NFL games. The NFL is too woke anyways. They got the end zone messages still. By the way, kind of hilarious that it's like the NFL teams are forced to put love everyone on the end zone and on like the field goal marker, and their players are fucking spitting at each other. They can't even love each other. 1 minute. Thanks for hanging out with us this week, by the way. It's a great time to sign up for secret shows right now. When you do, you get yourself a gift. Claim a random magnet. If you want to join Game of Magnets, you can claim one of those. Claim a Skin Bear sticker. You could get your hands on one of these. Or a No Shit Warlock pin. You could get yours if you sign up for or gift secret shows. To gift secret shows, click the gift icon on thenewsjunkie.com. New show dropping today. New secret show dropping today before 5 p.m. Here we go.
Sponsored by Pfizer.
Macy's Backstage is celebrating 10 years with $10 off your $50 store purchase. Visit the Backstage floor inside your Macy's today and get $10 off amazing new finds. Exclusions apply. See store for details. Find a location at macysbackstage.com.
Real Radio is on Facebook at Real Radio 1041. Sponsored by the law offices of Anajar and Levine Accident Attorneys. Call the law offices of Anajar and Levine at 1-800-747-FREE.
That's 1-800-747-3733.
Join in on the chaos. We eagerly await your dispatch. This
all things happening in the world of entertainment and beyond. Thanks for being with us. Boy, what a week it's been. It's so good to be with you here on the weekend. And you can join us with an email, tips at thenewsjunkie.com. All right, friends, here we go. Let's get into it. Let's do the next episode.
because there's a lot on TV, and you can't possibly keep up with all of it, even though you should, because what else are you going to talk about?
Today's the day I stopped a rapist.
Nothing. Weather's nice. It's time for the next episode with Sabrina. Hey,
smoke weed every day.
Hold up. The next episode brought to you by That Mortgage Guy Don, thatmortgageguyDon.com, and the Home Loans Radio Show. If you are looking to make those big life decisions like refinancing your beautiful home, buying your first dream home, debt consolidation, starting a business, or expanding that business, work with someone you could trust, someone who's got your back, someone who is very smart but very cool, and that's That Mortgage Guy Don. Start the process today by going to thatmortgageguyDon.com.
Don't miss the book, compare your quote with That Mortgage Guy
Don.com. It was 9 years ago. 2016. An asteroid was named after one guy on what would have been his 70th birthday day. And that guy is, take a guess.
I have
Would have been
no
his 70th
idea.
birthday. 9 years ago?
9 years ago, 70th birthday. I'm going to say it's Star Trek dude. No. That ruins that.
Yep. Think music.
Music.
Michael Jackson.
Not Michael Jackson.
No.
Oh.
It's
Prince?
No, you got close. Pringles.
Not Pringles.
Precious?
The opposite.
Freddie Mercury.
Freddie Mercury is
Okay.
right. Happy birthday to both the asteroid and Freddie Mercury. And now, someone who is alive is the upcoming Golden Bachelor.
Yeah.
Last time we talked about him, remember? He was the Golden Bachelor who didn't want anyone over the age of 60.
True.
And they have just announced that...
You want to be the only golden one. That's it.
Well, too bad, so sad, Mr. 66-year-old Golden Bachelor Mel Owens, because most of the women are over the age of 60. They just announced it. It's fantastic.
Yikes.
ABC announced the cast, and of the 23 women who will be competing for a brief relationship with Mel, followed by a messy breakup, there is only one under 60. She is 58 years old. There are 2 women who are 60 on the dot, and then 4 women over 70, the oldest being 77.
Like these ABC people just don't listen.
The new season kicks off September 24th on ABC. So looking forward to that. At least the first episode, and then we'll lose interest, right?
Yeah.
Now, this is
For
also
sure.
very interesting. Over the course of the last 8 years, Mark Zuckerberg has seen his company's account on Meta shut down 5 times.
Mm-hmm.
Well, not that Mark Zuckerberg. The other Mark Zuckerberg?
Oh, no.
It's a lot of work. Hi, my name is Mark Zuckerberg.
Yeah, see, he's suing the company run by a fellow named Mark Elliott Zuckerberg, and his name is Mark Steven Zuckerberg.
Damn.
Yeah, the plaintiff is an attorney in Indianapolis, and he's accusing the social media company of negligence and breach of contract after seeing his accounts go dark for using a, quote, false name and, quote, impersonating a celebrity. Well, having the same name as Meta's founder was a quirky coincidence. It ended up being a migraine headache for Mark Zuckerberg, the other one. It's not funny, he told the Indianapolis local news station. Not when they take my money. This really peed me off.
What money? Is he paying for Facebook?
I think he was paying for the lawyers.
The check? Oh, the lawyers? Okay.
I got better things to do than sue Facebook. I'd rather not pick a fight with them, but I don't know how else to make them stop shutting down my accounts.
You don't have a right to a Facebook page.
Right. Maybe, I mean, it was his business account as well, though, and if you're paying money
like as a lawyer?
As a lawyer, and also his personal account was suspended 4 times since 2018, so...
That's brutal.
They have reinstated other Zuckerberg's account after finding it had been disabled in error, and we appreciate Mark Zuckerberg's continued patience.
Same thing happened to that guy in Jacksonville, old Justin Bieber.
That's right.
He's having a hard time keeping his Facebook open.
That stinks. Hollywood is meeting holy water. That's right. Just in case you got a little scared, going to see The Conjuring. And is this the last one? It says last rites, but it's like...
Allegedly.
I saw the trailer when I went to go see Weapons, and it was like, here's the story that stopped it all, as far as the couple and their demon ghost fighting. So this might be the last one?
We're going to see it tonight. We're going to see the...
It looks great.
Conjuring Last Rites. We've been watching like the rest of the series up until now.
Now, do you want to make sure that there's a bishop there? Just in case.
I don't know. Do I need one?
According to a Texas movie theater, you might. A viral video posted on TikTok. I sent you the link right above.
All right, let me see.
Second to last one.
Okay.
A bishop is seen standing outside the screenings of The Conjuring Last Rites at the Cinemark Far Town Center in XD, sprinkling holy water on attendees as they enter. Can you imagine if he did that and one like steams up and it turns out?
Ooh, did they give away these like little merch holy waters that they had outside?
I think
those
so.
would be kind of cool. I like that.
That's a legit bishop.
Is this is an actual clergyman?
Yeah. Prayer cards also featuring St. Michael, the archangel, were handed out. In Catholic tradition, St. Michael is regarded as a defender of faith, and I guess a defender against the demons. And might be in a movie theater.
If it's a real priest, it might actually be holy water, but it's just
Bishop
weird.
Brian Ouellette.
It's weird that he would show up to a movie like this. It seems odd.
Maybe he's not busy. He's
a TV bishop. He's been seen on several paranormal shows like Dateline and Ghost Adventures. Dateline, a paranormal show.
It's like when they had a priest come to the local Italian restaurant to bless the cannolis. I go, is this necessary? Blessed cannolis? Holy cannoli?
Why don't you put evil cannolis in your mouth and see what happens?
I've had a few.
The craziest thing is one of the reasons why The Conjuring kind of works in a way is because there is a real story at the center of it. Like the couple, they're real, you know? The rest of it's probably nonsense. But there was like a real couple. The woman died, I think, not too long ago.
She did. Why? Because she went to a movie without holy water sprinkled in her eyes.
Yeah.
The same bishop has been invited to attend special screenings in Miami and McAllen, Texas. So they confirmed with the staff at the theater that the blessings were a one-night-only event. So sorry to everybody else. You may be at risk for demon movie theaters.
Man, I want one of those.
If you start to feel guilty about binge watching an entire season in one sitting, and maybe even more than that, well, stop feeling guilty and feel awesome, because according to a new study, binge watching TV is actually good for you.
All right.
Nice.
Suck it. Productivity and going outside. According to the study from the University of Georgia, binging on TV shows or books.
Never heard of
that.
it.
Sounds racist.
Books may improve memory, fuel
Neighborhood full of books.
imagination.
Everything was fine until the books moved in.
Get the book out of here. And it will fuel imagination, help people deal with times of stress. What kind of imagination does Love Island fuel exactly?
Just sexual imagination, I would think.
Spank bank.
Mm-hmm.
As the authors of the study state, binge watching or marathoning entertainment is not always a purely mindless and forgettable activity. Humans are storytelling creatures, says Joshua Baldwin, probably nephew of Alec Baldwin, and also the author of the study and postdoctoral researcher at the University of Georgia. I don't need to read anymore. I'm just going to binge watch TV. Plus, I'm running out of time.
Why not?
Now, when we're not using our eyes for TV, we might be using our ears for music. Unless, of course, you are listening to the worst song ever created. The debate has gotten very heated, my friends.
Oh,
and now it's up to the three of us to decide exactly what the worst song of all time is. Now, it started on X, but I think it moved over to Reddit as well. One of the earlier posts that kicked this all off gave the worst song ever title to
Last Christmas.
The 2010 song Home. By Edward Sharpe and the Magnetic.
People are still on this. This is a fine song. It's
Alabama, Arkansas.
I just love my mom and pa. Yeah.
Remember when you did something and smoked cigarettes and blah, blah, blah? Those two, when they have such a different face in my head than when you actually see them perform.
Mm-hmm,
It just screams like, you haven't showered in months. But beautiful voice. It went viral enough that the lead singer, Alex Ebert, put out a video response where he claimed that the song was actually pioneer of the stomp clap folk pop thing.
Right.
He said that directionally influenced bands like the Lumineers and of Monsters and Men to the point where he almost sued them. So it's not the worst song, but they do have one that has been voted on, these submissions. And at number one, they say the worst song of all time in the history of is not Last Christmas. It's this song right here.
Oh, Soul Sister by
Train.
Train, yeah.
Choo Choo. At number two, Happy with Pharrell or by Pharrell. Sex on Fire, Kings of Leon. All About That Bass, Meghan Trainor.
Those are all good songs.
These are all perfectly fine songs. They've got a lot of radio airplay.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, but who has control of who plays what on the radio? Besides
Jack Bradshaw
on his phone. Blurred Lines, Robin Thicke. Cheerleader, Oh Me. I don't remember Cheerleader.
Oh, I think that I found myself
a cheerleader.
Yeah. That's a catchy-ass song.
Okay. So I didn't write the list, man. I'm just sharing the news.
I'm killing the messenger here.
Shape of You, Ed Sheeran at number 8. We Are Young, Fun at
Good one.
number 9. At number 10, the worst song ever written is the whole discography of U2.
That's rude.
That's what they said.
Just mean.
I was watching the final season of Upload, which nobody's talking about. And
I think you're the only one watching it.
There was a joke in there that I don't know if my wife got, but I laughed immensely at, that they tried to give something to somebody for free that was U2. And it was like, no, I don't want anything from U2. Stop trying to give me U2 stuff.
Forget these bad songs and these musicians. Why aren't we just listening to the sweet tunes of this one Manchester band called Bionic and the Wires?
All right.
Because the drummer is mushrooms. as an actual mushroom. And it looks
How does
like
a mushroom play the drum?
Thank you for asking. It's called magic, Sean. And also
magic mushrooms.
MIDI, the internal bioelectrical signals in the plant, and given the equipment that they put on the plant, converts it into music language, which is called MIDI. That is then translated into motor signals, which is how the robotic arms move. Hit it. Also, there's another plant. I think it's aloe playing
Am I
piano.
supposed to be playing this? I apologize. Hang on. Give me 1 second.
I'll tell you a little bit more. The band's array of music.
I got it.
Mushrooms.
This is a mushroom?
Mushroom and plants. They're going to really kill this.
Oh, there it is. All right, the plant is playing the keyboard. The mushroom's playing the other thing.
Steel drum?
Yeah.
Yeah, all right, cool.
I mean, it's
definitely
not
better than YouTube.
Beautiful, but it's something.
On the boob tube, we got a little something like this. Whatever you want to watch, and binge watch it because it's good for you.
Damn right.
And stay safe. Drink lots of water or perhaps one pop. Follow your dreams. And me on Instagram, at Sabrina and Ambra. And most importantly, stay with me, America.
Smoke weed every day.
Thank you, Sabrina. When we come back, it's time for This Week in Florida with Christopher Dolores Lane.
Which also has drums in it.
Oh, cool.
Oh, really? All right. Well,
Drums,
get ready.
man.
You bought the whole seat, but you're only going to need the edge. This Week in Florida is coming up next on the News Junkie.
The NFL season kicks off for the Tampa Bay Bucks when they go to Atlanta to face the Falcons this Sunday. Coverage starts at 12 noon on Real Radio 104.1 and the free iHeartRadio.
Hey, everybody.
Crash getting cleared up on Orange Blossom Trail northbound before Donegan Avenue. That's near the hospital there. The major roadways are wide open. You won't be running into any issues affecting your...
This Week in Florida coming up in just a couple of minutes.
In the area, expect reduced visibility and slippery roadways this afternoon.
What do we feel? What do we think about the United States bombing these cartels? Venezuela has been gearing up, like they're getting ready. They're like, oh, we're not going to take this crap, which is weird because the U.S. is like, we're bombing the cartels, the bad guys, the gangsters, the narco terrorists, and then Venezuela's like, no, we're going to fight back. It's kind of weird. It's kind of like an unofficial war-ish that's brewing, and I've seen a bunch of like the narco folks gathering in their little shitty John boats and with their little engines going around like they're gonna fight back. All right, what does the Venezuelan Navy even look like? What does the Venezuelan Navy look like? How many ships, et cetera, et cetera? Do they have any warships, battleships? Let me know. Hang on. There we go. Venezuelan Navy. 34 warships. That's cute. 1 frigate, 1 submarine. They only have 1 submarine. 8 corvettes. What? 8 corvettes? Why is corvettes on the list of Venezuela's Navy? 25 patrol boats. Is Corvette like a boat thing I don't know about? Is that where the Corvette name comes from? 25 patrol boats, 40 amphibious tanks. So it's aging, facing serious readiness issues. They have no battleships, no heavy warships. They're screwed. They're not doing very well. But it's been interesting to watch so far. Certain ships are called corvettes. That's what I figured. I've never seen that before. It's new for me. New Secret Shows drops in just a couple hours. Before 5 p.m. it'll be up. And then after This Week in Florida, I have what is probably my favorite story of the week. An incredible story that you're going to love. It's a real winner. says Corvette is a small warship. They're coked up Navy. Navy. 3 minutes, and we're back live. What do we think, by the way, about the Department of Defense, the DOD, changing their name to the Department of War? The Dow. Department of War. That sounds like what an 11-year-old would do if given the reins of the Department of Defense. The Defense Department is changing its name to the Department of War. We like this? Is this an upgrade? Upgrade or downgrade? The Department of Defense changing to the Department of War. Upgrade or downgrade? Hello, Jean. Stupid? Department of the Fence. That'd be clever. It feels a little bit like when people want to show you how much they really hate Jews, and they call the IDF the IOF. Hi.
Hey.
They made you sweat on your birthday?
No, I didn't.
Oh, you did that? How fast were you going out there?
That's not your visa. I'm gonna go to Publix.
For what?
I have a free cake that I can take.
You're getting a free cake from Publix?
Yeah, but I have to buy something else. So the pierogies are buy one get one.
All right, let's do it. I like pierogi.
And then I'm gonna get $20 in cash from your card, and I'm gonna pay cash with my cash and your cash for the tickets, so that it's both of us.
For Powerball? You can get the tickets however you want. I don't care.
Well, I'm gonna do foolproof.
I'm just telling you, if I win the lottery, I'll split the money with you.
But we're not gonna know. It's like the swirl.
Oh, put it together?
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
All right, babe.
How many are you getting? $20 worth?
Yeah.
Okay. You sure we didn't? Yeah. You sure? But isn't it dangerous for us to have this kind of money?
No, we'll just be reasonable.
Be
We
reasonable?
give a lot to charity.
How much you get? What charity are you going to give it to?
I have to research.
Okay. All
St.
right.
Jude seems good.
They seem good. They seem above board.
Hey, baby, I'll be
All
right
right.
back. Do you need anything else?
Nope. Love you. Okay. 45 seconds. We're coming back for This Week in Florida. War Department sounds pretty cool. Department of War. Sounds like a metal band, doesn't it? Like, ladies and gentlemen, the Department of War. About to melt your faces off. Here we go.
It's your legacy.
Orlando, Florida. Joseph Cordell, licensed in Missouri and Illinois. CordellCordell.com.
Trajan Wealth, your trusted local fiduciary advisor. Visit TrajanWealth.com.
Broadcasting live from the JustCallMo.com studios. Need help after an accident? Just call Mo. Learn more at JustCallMo.com or call 1-800-CALL-MO. This is WTKS-FM HD1 Cocoa Beach, Orlando, an iHeart radio station. Make us the #1 preset on your car radio and on the free new and improved iHeart radio app. Listen for all your music, radio, and podcasts. Free never sounded so good.
Now, your chance at $1,000 and a trip to our iHeart Radio Music Festival. Text the nationwide keyword Vegas to 200-200. You'll get a confirmation text and info. Standard data and message rates apply in this nationwide contest. That's Vegas to 200-200.
Hear it here first. Then everyone else will catch up in a week or 2 or 4. You're listening to...
Embarrassing things were, and everything, the good, the bad, and the ugly from the Sunshine State in the last 7 days with C-Lane in just a moment. Let me reiterate, you can join us. Yeah, your voice does matter. You can record whatever your thoughts are on anything you hear or don't hear on the show. Record a dispatch at thenewsjunkie.com or email tips, TIPS, at thenewsjunkie.com. All right, Sealand, are you ready to do this thing?
I'm ready.
Here we go. Let's do This Week in Florida.
Giving you a recap of the most groan-worthy stories in the state. It's This Week in Florida.
Yes, that's right. The weekend is here. It's time to take a trip around the Sunshine State and see some of the craziness that has gone on in the past 7 days or so. And we haven't really talked much about Alligator Alcatraz lately, at least at all this week. But last we heard about it, they said it was going to be empty soon.
Yeah, they were talking about closing it down. There was a bunch of big lawsuits and stuff.
But there was an appeals court that came to the rescue for old Alligator Alcatraz.
Thank God.
It says a court panel on Thursday put a hold on a lower court judge's order to end operations indefinitely at the Immigration Detention Center. The 3-judge panel decided by a 2-1 vote to stay the federal judge's order pending the outcome of an appeal, saying it was in the public interest, so people can stay there for now.
All right. Okay.
Meanwhile, sorry, I had a little cough that I had to get out there. I wasn't very emotional. It wasn't just getting emotional about Alligator Alcatraz.
Damn, one of his family members get rounded up by ice or something? What's happening?
Do I look like that happened? No. Meanwhile, that's not the only detention center that is on the list now. Mm-hmm. But we had that other one, Camp Blanding. Nobody's talking about it. You know why?
No. Boring name.
Boring name.
Yeah,
boring name. Even bland is in the name. Nobody's talking about Camp Blanding. What they are talking about is the third immigration detention center, because we do like ourselves some branding, not blanding, branding here in Florida.
Why do we need 3? We're going to be that state. Come here to vacation or go back to your country.
It's the last step before deportation. I think Deportation Depot was what they tried to stick on the number 2 one when Camp Blanding wasn't sticking with people. But in the Panhandle, they have the Panhandle Pokey.
Oh.
The Panhandle Pokey, huh?
That says
you put your right foot in.
You put all of it in. You put all of you know.
Shake it all about.
It's Governor DeSantis said at a press conference, we're actually in the process of figuring out how we can set up a Panhandle Pokey with South Florida and the East Coast covered. The Panhandle Pokey is the state's latest detention facility in the works to hold and deport immigrants in the country illegally. You're in the Panhandle sending to Alligator Alcatraz. That's a long way. Mm-hmm. Even sending to Deportation Depot, that could be 3 to 5 hours. We need a pokey, is what Governor DeSantis said. This announcement he was making was right as Alligator Alcatraz itself was in the middle of the whole legal battle where that federal judge ruled to halt the operations, and then the appeals court said, not so fast.
By the way, people get all swept up in this naming stuff because one of the things this week was they're renaming the Department of Defense, the DOD, the Department of Defense, the Department of War. Susan on YouTube says, that sounds like something an 11-year-old would do, change it to the Department of War. I guess the thing they fall back on is it used to be called the Department of War back in the day.
Wasn't it that before?
Yeah.
We had the war before?
But then we had the war.
After 1950, I think they changed it, and then it was like, we're changing this to Department of Defense. Now they want to change it back to the Department of War.
Is that kind of like, hey, we're going to have war soon?
Maybe,
Nudge.
Everybody better get ready out there.
They never saw it coming. A message to the struggling farmers in the state of Florida.
Yeah.
If you are, especially the citrus farmers, I think, if you're having trouble with your crops in the past few seasons, the University of Florida has identified the crop that you should shift to. You know, they say this one will be easy for everybody if you're having trouble with the oranges and the grapefruits.
I think they're having more trouble with their employees.
Yeah, no, just on account of the alligator, kind of the Panhandle Pokey, you know.
They went to a Hyundai plant, and I think they got I don't want to overdo it, but I think they got 500 illegals or something.
Oh my gosh, how are they going to build your new Genesis?
I know. It's not. They won't be there.
Yes, it will be there. It definitely has a Hyundai plant.
450 people taken into ICE custody at the Hyundai plant in Georgia. That's how many illegals they were hiring there. Jeez.
Well, they say at the director of Citrus Research and Education Center, or CREC, part of the UF Institute of Food and Agricultural Sciences, that if your crops are not doing so well in the citrus industry, you could shift over to clumping bamboo.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, okay.
Said
all right.
bamboo is a good alternative crop to diversify beyond citrus. It grows well in Florida. It can be grown on existing grove land, and there's apparently demand for clumping bamboo. People eat it. People eat bamboo shoots in Asian cuisine. They're also used for furniture, construction material, and textiles.
I haven't seen nobody eat bamboo ever in my whole history.
I can't
Never.
wait to have a sweet glass of bamboo juice along with my breakfast.
Disgusting.
That's right. Yeah, no, you just add some vodka. You have a bamboo screwdriver.
There you go.
It is easy to transition from one crop to the other.
No, it's not.
Growers can easily return to citrus if bamboo doesn't work.
No, technically, it's easy to transfer over to bamboo because from what I hear, if you just kind of throw some seeds into the wind, that bamboo stuff will go.
Row spacing is similar to commercial citrus groves, so you're already set up in the right way. And once it's established 4 or 5 years after planting, there's a crop to harvest every year. Few pests thus far, but the scientists said, hey, they'll monitor it for you. So, maybe if your orange grove's not doing so well, bamboo's the way to go.
All right.
For the rest of us. And when I say the rest of us, I don't mean me, and definitely not the two of you.
Oh.
But if you have this particular divorce attorney, it might be time to find a second set of ears. A Florida bar case pending against a Florida divorce lawyer concerned a client's hearing. The lawyer missed because she was in the Hernando County Jail on a contempt of court charge. The reason she was jailed, Dorothy Huffnagel, not paying court-ordered alimony to her former spouse.
Okay.
Oh, that's not great.
That's kind of like if you're the divorce attorney and you owe alimony, that's one thing. If you're not paying it, that's not going to look good for your practice.
It's a red flag.
With that and 5 other Florida bar cases overhead, Huffnagel cut the professional rope petitioning for disciplinary revocation. That means the bar cases go away, but in return, the lawyer gets booted from the bar for at least 5 years, and any civil or criminal matters associated remain unaffected. If you're a lawyer and you're jailed, are you just not able to work?
I don't think so.
Can you zoom in? Just have they allow people in jail to zoom into the.
I don't think so.
I mean, they let you out of jail to attend court that's based on the reason you're jailed, but
but just like everybody else, any other person with any other job, you can't do your job while you're behind bars. So I don't think a lawyer could either.
Yeah, well,
maybe I'm wrong.
This person doesn't seem like they're going to be a lawyer for at least the next 5 years, and going to have a hard time paying that alimony.
Yeah.
Did you guys ever have any like setbacks growing up about valeting your car? Like any hesitancy to valet your vehicle, or would you?
Yes.
Pretty readily do that. Yes.
My biggest hesitancy was my car was such a piece of crap that I would be embarrassed to death.
I would say the same for my first car.
Yeah.
Like I had to tell them, do not put down the visor because that will turn off the windows.
Yeah.
And I mean, it'll be, and here's a Coke
The visor turns off the windows?
Yes. Listen.
You end up with like a laundry list of things you have to explain to the valet. You're like, please, whatever you do, don't put it in neutral.
If it doesn't start, grab this Pepsi can and pour a little bit on the battery, and you should be good to go. Else I can't tip you.
Well, when I was growing up, my dad never wanted us to valet the car because he grew up in Miami and his friends were valets and they stole stereos out of cars. And so because of that, he thought all valet drivers were the same way.
Oh, sweet B-Lane.
And things haven't changed down in Miami. Miami police arrested a valet attendant after they said he took a car that wasn't his for a spin, and it was caught on camera by the vehicle's owner. Video released by the Miami-Dade State Attorney's Office shows the attendant, identified as 23-year-old Augusto Cesar Sandino Tros, behind the wheel of a black Audi back in June. It happened at a condo building off Southwest 7th Street in Brickell. Brickell is the singer.
Mm-hmm.
In the video, the owner was irate, telling him to get out of the car. The victim dropped his car off and keys at the valet stand, but instead of parking the car, he sped out onto the road. The victim was on his way to his home when he saw his own car speed away from where he left it.
Damn.
That is quite annoying. But they did a sting of some of those places where you like leave your cars for like a cruise. Like you would park your car like for long-term parking to go on a cruise.
You mean where you got to like make it look real desirable to steal? So it's like a setup for somebody?
Yeah, and they put like a Corvette in there, and they're like, I'm going on my 2-day cruise now. I can afford a Corvette. That's why I can only afford a 2-day
left
cruise.
a window down by accident.
And they used to just go nuts. Go do some donuts. Just go speeding down the highway. Some of those places had a good time. A woman was convicted of choking her mother and grabbing her brother by the groin in an argument.
Speaking of good time.
Spurred by a missing PlayStation 4 game. Marion County jury last week convicted 21-year-old Alexandra Dominguez on charges of domestic battery by strangulation and battery after deliberating for only 20 minutes, according to the state attorney's office, which means like they were probably done within 10 minutes of that, and it took 10 more minutes to get everybody back in the courtroom. It says on April of last year, April 24th, Dominguez followed her mother and brother from a park to their home to grab a PlayStation 4. The victims told Dominguez to wait outside so they can get the game console and give it to her. When they handed it over, she became irate over a missing game.
It's an outdated game, not to mention.
But it was
PS4?
missing. It was her game. Dominguez first attacked her own mother, grabbing her by the throat. The mother ran inside, but Dominguez chased her and pushed her onto a couch. She again put her hands around her mother's throat and choked her for about a minute.
Jesus.
Based on the statement by the reportee and length of time the suspect had her hands around the reportee's throat, one could reasonably believe the blood flow was restricted. Well, yes. The brother tried to intervene, and she grabbed his groin and squeezed and pulled the hair on his beard. She was eventually removed from the home, but she continued to pound on the front door. A sentencing date has not been set yet.
Sometimes these like family type stories stick with me forever. I don't know about you guys, but every time I drive past one particular location of a place, I remember that we did a story there and the family was out to eat at this place. And I won't say what place it is, but you can get like food and drinks and play video games.
Dave and Dusters.
Yeah, it might be that, right? And the son found out his dad was cheating on his mom, and they're all there at this place. And then there's a huge stairwell.
I think about it all the time.
Do you? Every time I drive by, I think about that. So whenever I hear these kind of stories, like family stuff,
What was
like
it?
that,
He shoved the dad down the stairs?
he got mad that his dad cheated on his mom, and he was like, "Get out of here, Dad!" And he shoved him from the top of the stairs. Dad fell down the stairs, and he killed him. And every time I drive by that Dave and Dusters, I think about that same thing.
Helicopters?
Mm-hmm. Yes, right near that. In North Miami, 2 young children were found wandering barefoot near a roadway, and their aunt is facing a charge of child neglect. And weirdly enough,
by my parents' house.
In bond court Wednesday, Miami-Dade Circuit Judge Mindy Glazer set the woman's bond at just $1.
Okay.
Yes, $1, Glazer said during the hearing. They're being held on a immigration detainer also. She claimed the 14-year-old son was to supervise both of the children, but fell asleep on the day of the incident. The children were not seriously hurt and were reunited.
Mindy
with
Glazer
relatives.
is that one that has gone viral a couple times, where she her high school friend or some kid that she went or guy that she went to elementary school with, and he starts crying.
Yeah, I do remember her.
She still sent him to jail for a little bit, but it was a sweet moment before.
Yeah, I mean, look, I think we might agree on this. Illegal stuff aside. If there was a 14-year-old that was supposed to be responsible, 14's old enough to babysit.
Yeah,
14
for
is,
sure.
It's old enough to babysit kids, I would think.
Over in the Villages, a man has filed for divorce after his wife threatened to damage his drum set during a violent argument.
Drums, man.
The husband of 68-year-old Mary Teresa Gake.
I'm picturing this like Step Brothers, but
with old people. Yeah, 100% was what was in my head. Filed for divorce after the ugly quarrel ended with her arrest in June at their home in the village of Charlotte. Gake had been arguing with her husband in the living room of their home when she began removing his valuables and placing them on the master bed in the master bedroom. And then she headed for the spare room where her husband stored his drum set and began removing it, even though he had asked her not to.
Drums, man.
The drums, man.
He said that he feared her due to her emotional state.
He feared her?
Yeah, court records indicate a status hearing in her case is set for September 22nd. And last but not least, a man allegedly ran over a woman with his SUV on their first date after she refused to let him sniff her feet and used sneakers. The victim told police she met 28-year-old El Monsi Circle on the dating app Seeking, which is new for me.
I like how this guy's just putting it out
Seeking
there. First
arrangements,
date
I thought.
is like, look, I want you to know what I'm into,
Mm-hmm.
and I want to smell those feet.
Oh, yeah. Formerly Seeking Arrangements gained popularity as a service to connect wealthy individuals or sugar daddies / mommies with younger individuals looking for financial or material support. Met the victim at the hotel, immediately asked to smell her feet and purchase her used sneakers. When I got there, he just wanted to sniff my feet, and I didn't feel comfortable with that, the victim told
waste any
WPLG.
time.
No, not at all. I mean, you could have my sneakers all you want. I don't care. I'm not wearing them. They're just old sneakers, but people like weird things. She told Circle she would sell him her shoes for $1,000. If she left them in the car, she would have to retrieve them. And then he ran her over with his SUV. She went on to call the experience extremely bizarre, and he was arrested and charged with aggravated battery. That's it for this week in Florida.
Thank you, C-Lane. Not a good time.
$1,000.
Not a good time for that app to do one of those push notifications for a rating from that lady, probably. You know, when they're like, "Hey, are you enjoying? Can you give us a review?" Not right now. That's really bad.
Tell us how
timing.
your date went.
People are so into the foot stuff, man. That's so wild.
That's an
to
aggressive
me.
foot smeller.
That's the most aggressive I think I've heard. Like a lot of these people would just be chill and then go, "Hey, by the way, here's what I'm into." This guy's first dating it. All
Remember
right.
someone wanted to buy my fart?
A lot of people are into a lot of weird things, but I think you should be more quiet about it. Wait till like at least a fifth date. Fifth date, you could talk about those kind of things.
Third date, I think's fine.
Ugh. First date is just too far. All right, quick break. When we come back, we'll hear from you. You're all set up and sending us dispatches. Send yours now if you haven't over at thenewsjunkie.com. My favorite story of the week, when we return, I'll tell you this, it involves a drunk raccoon. All right? That's all I'm giving you. I'm giving you this. It involves a drunk raccoon. We have to explore what happened here. It's a damn good time, and I hope you'll go on a ride with us because that's coming up next on the News Junkie.
You text us at 77031 and we say it on the air. Sometimes we might even give you credit. Standard data and message rates apply. Real Mobile is powered by Orange Buick GMC and OrangeBuickGMC.com. We are professional grade.
There's a couple accidents to keep an eye out for on Chickasaw Trail at Suburban Drive, on Colonial Drive, near Shepherd Road there on I-4. You're going to run into some familiar delays. There's no surprises. Serious accidents really affecting your ride this afternoon on the major roadways. Clouds just passed by the area, so the roadways might be wet out there. See traffic troubles? Call the Valvoline Instant Oil Change traffic tip line at 866-676-8477. From the Traffic Center, I'm James Birmingham.
This report is sponsored by Rasmussen University.
My name is Arnold Bogarty, and prior to me enrolling in Rasmussen to become a nurse, I spent 16 years in the military. I went to visit the campus. The facilities were amazing.
Rasmussen University. Are you ready to be your own hero? Learn more at rasmussen.edu.
So I finally upgraded my laundry life. I have a washer and dryer that are smarter than me thanks to Southeast Steel. Laundry at my house now feels like I hired a tiny AI robot to do the work. My LG Mega Capacity washer with AI sensing knows exactly how much detergent to use, and the dryer even has a door that opens 2 ways. I mean, why didn't we think of that earlier? Either way, Southeast Steel made the whole process ridiculously easy. Whether you need a fridge, a range, or a washer that basically is a psychic, Southeast Steel has it. And right now you could score up to $500 in exclusive rebates during their sales event. Trust me, at Southeast Steel, you get the best deal. Visit them online at southeaststeel.net.
Our iHeartRadio Music Festival, presented by Capital One, is back in Vegas.
T-Mobile Arena.
Streaming live only on Hulu. A weekend full of superstar performances. And keep listening for the next chance to win your way there.
Lenovo and the iHeartRadio Music Festival. Tech that hits different. Can your gear keep up with the beat? Lenovo PCs are built for creators, dreamers, and fans who don't hit pause. Visit Lenovo.com for the latest in AI PCs and game-changing tech.
Are you all worked up and working too much? You know what y'all need? Y'all need to chill out. Y'all need to have fun. Y'all need some adventure. Why, y'all need Gatorland. How do we know? Ain't no one got more animals, more gators.
You got your free cake?
Yeah.
Let me see it. Can I see it? Whoa. Oh my God, this actually looks good.
salted caramel heath free for her birthday? How much would this have cost? $8? First of all, good deal for $8.
Yeah.
Second of all, I want some of that.
I got you some milk.
Nice. Thank you. Happy birthday to me. Good time.
Look at. Oh, you already said that.
No, go ahead. Go ahead.
Lady's just like she's like halfway on her bed and halfway on the ground.
She's really giving up today.
Yeah, it seems like.
Kind of sad.
Lady, come on.
Hang on, folks. Unwavering in care. All right, we got a drunk raccoon coming up next. Great story, top-notch stuff. Not really important in the overall scheme of things, but really a blast. It's a fun story. We'll go on a journey together. And how old is too old to drive? The old debate reignited after a 70-something-year-old man goes flying. And I mean flying. Wait till you see this video across the road. Sean, you're never going to lose those pounds eating Publix cakes? True. But what I will do is I will go walk 6 miles and then I will have my slice of cake. And it probably won't cancel it out perfectly, but it's Friday. So I want a little bit.
This sports spotlight is brought to you by Capital One Venture X Business Park, founding partner of iHeart.
3 minutes and we're back.
For a Forbes report, Angel City FC is considered the most valuable National Women's Soccer League franchise with a valuation of $280 million. And the average
You're making pistachio cheesecake sweet buns? Those sound good. Drunk raccoon, I'm picturing Rocket from Guardians of the Galaxy. I think that's fair. We're going to watch a woman save a drunk raccoon. We are going to watch that together here. That's what we provide for you. This is the most viral newsroom on planet Earth, and that's what we provide. Your caboose is getting a little bigger there, buddy? What the hell? You should have to redo your driver's test at 60. Florida should require yearly driver's tests after age 16. Every year? No, that's a nightmare. No, it should start at not even 60. It should start at 70 years old. I think it does somewhere around there, but it should be every year until you hit 80. When you hit 80, congratulations. Congratulations, 80-year-old. Congratulations. You have now been retired from driving. Here's your little golden steering wheel. We'll give you a cake from Publix, and you are done driving. Because I don't care if your grandma or your great-grandpa or whoever was really with it and they were totally great. If we shut down everybody over 80 from driving, things will be better. We can improve things here by funding a program, Uber for Oldos, and then we just give them all a little app. You show them, you hit the little button here and the car comes to pick you up. That's taken care of, social safety net stuff. And the rest of us benefit. We pay a little more of our tax money goes to funding the Oldos getting carried around, but we are much safer on the roads. And I'll prove to you why that's important, all right, in just a moment here. Make sure you like the stream. If you don't like the stream, Lady will be killed. Lady the dog will be killed. I don't want to do it, but I will. Here we go. Wait till you see this video.
From the official NFL Podcast Network.
Welcome to NFL Daily.
To local stations that bring you the games live. This is 24/7 coverage of everything you love about football.
And it all starts now.
Just open the iHeartRadio app
and search NFL
to dive in.
GMC Sierra trucks in stock now.
at orangebuickgmc.com. We are professional grade.
Now, your chance at $1,000 and a trip to our iHeart Radio Music Festival. Text the nationwide keyword Vegas to 200-200. You'll get a confirmation text and info. Standard data and message rates apply in this nationwide contest. That's Vegas to 200-200.
Because the newspapers don't come with cliff notes or potentially offensive accents.
This part of the ongoing series, Sean Fixes the World. And this one, I think, is one that people from the left, the right, the center, and anywhere else they might be will agree on. Here's my new rule on this, okay? I think that we need to do this. With driver's licenses, everybody gets their license when you pass your test when you're 16 years old. I think there should be more restrictions until you're 18, 19, 20. But whatever, right? And then when you turn 60, I think you should have to take another driver's test.
60, huh?
60 years old, and then
written or full on driving.
Exactly the same. All right. When you turn 70, another driver's test for you.
Do you think you would pass a driver's test right now?
Yes, I think
so.
The
written part?
The written part would be more difficult, but it should be difficult. Driving on the roads is dangerous. Driving on the roads is something that's puts everybody's life at risk. So people who are on the road should be qualified individuals.
You got to start studying. You got your test next year.
I'm not that old, but I will take it when I get that old, right? Then I think when you're 70 years old, you take one last test, right? And then when you're 80 years old, they say, congratulations. Here is your golden steering wheel trophy. You did it. You made it to 80. You can never drive again. You are never allowed on the roads again.
There's plenty of 80-year-old people who are perfectly fine drivers.
I don't care about the anecdotal, this 80-year-old, this 89-year-old, this 92-year-old still drives great. I care about, generally speaking, people in their 80s and 90s are not good at driving. Okay. I bring to you an exhibit here. This guy's even younger. And this guy makes me want to change the limit to 70, if I'm honest with you. 70-year-olds, no offense meant. It's just that when you get old like that, you lose a bit of the dexterity, you lose a little bit of the hand-eye coordination, you lose these things. And I want to hook you up. We pay enough in taxpayer
their
dollars.
Independence?
No, I'm going to make it even better. When you hit 80 years old, maybe 70, as a result of something I'm about to show you, head on over to youtube.com/thenewsjunkie. I'll wait for you. Head on over to youtube.com/thenewsjunkie. So as a result of you losing your driver's license under my new rules here, as of 80 years old, I will institute a new plan. It's Uber for oldos, and it's 100% free. Once you get to that age, you cannot drive anymore, but you get to take part in like the ride-sharing apps, and it's free. It's a part of the benefits that you get for working and paying into the system your whole life. If you've done it, you get free rides from the younger people. Older people, younger people mixing together. The younger people are driving around the older people.
What if I use my parents' Uber account to get free rides?
Not a bad idea.
Shut down, banned from Uber forever, right? Executed.
Who's paying for these free rides?
The taxpayers will be. We'll take some of the money away from dumb things and put it on the smarter things. And this will be a good way to, young people get gigs, old people stay off the roads, and things are more safe. Why? Here's an example. And this person was only 70 years old. An extraordinary crash. And I'm going to put this up on See It Now for you folks, all right, because I know this is a visual. A 7-year-old man was caught on camera driving when he suddenly sped up in his Honda sedan. Watch what happened next. I shall describe it for you. We're looking at a very big highway, okay? We're cruising down that highway with somebody's dash cam. Watch it. There we go.
Whoa. Wait, what was that?
That was the old man. I'm going to put this on.
Is he alive?
Was there a ramp off the side of the road that we're not aware of?
This is some Grand Theft Auto stuff. This is Cruising USA.
Here we go.
How is that?
This is like, You're probably wondering how I got here. So, if you've ever been on an interstate, you know where you're on a big interstate, and in between both sides, the northbound, the southbound, the eastbound, the westbound, whatever, in between the sides they have a big wall that's maybe like 4 feet high.
He cleared
this car cleared the wall and flew completely over the road. This 7-year-old guy.
With a billow of smoke trailing behind it.
Like Dukes of Hazzard. Here he goes. Ready?
Where did he even come from? The forest?
He flies through the forest over a hill. This is a must look on See It Now. I'm going to put this up there for you.
That's insane.
His Honda sedan became completely airborne, as you can see, clearing 6 lanes of rush hour traffic over the Sunrise Highway on Long Island. And they said he remarkably had only minor injuries somehow afterwards. It looked like a meteor was going across the highway, they suggested.
That is insane.
Imagine being in that thing.
How did he get that height?
I don't know, but they said the car was traveling well above 30 miles an hour, which was the speed limit. Yeah, I think so.
Mm-hmm.
I think
the speed limit where? On the tiny road that he was on that's not the interstate?
Imagine being the car that's right under him.
Unbelievable.
Like, did I just see what I thought I just saw?
All right.
A car jumped over me.
As we're blabbing, I'm going to grab this and put it up on See It Now because it is one of these must-sees this weekend.
I have so many questions while you put this on See It Now. To gain that much momentum, I mean, that means he was going well over the speed limit for sure on a side street. But then how did he launch up? Some sort of ramp? Or
There's
like the ravine?
a hill going up to this interstate.
Like Red Bull would love something like this.
Yeah, it's impressive. So that's up right now. Go to thenewsjunkie.com and hit See It Now, and you'll see what's getting such a reaction out of the folks in chat.
Is
but
he
the
okay?
7-year-old guy, he's all right. Survived somehow. Craziness. But old folks, be careful behind the wheel if you don't mind. Now, I wanted to get to this drunk raccoon, and in fact, it is indeed my favorite story of the week. So what we'll do is we'll take a quick break. Well, let me work in 1 or 2 dispatches very quickly. Then we'll take a quick break, and we'll come back with that story. Let's see here. Here is Dingo talking about driver's test.
What up, News Junkie? Dingo here. There was a time where I lived in Charlotte, North Carolina, and I had to retake my written driver's test. My wife studied, I did not, and we both went into that DMV, and I was 1 error away from not obtaining my driver's license in North Carolina.
Ooh.
My wife passed flawlessly, as she does.
She would have never let you hear the end of that if you wouldn't have passed, sir. One more about Powerball.
Pizza party. Yay. Just kidding. What I would do is, I always say this, if I were to ever have this, I would have a voluntary meeting at work and tell everybody that they don't have to be there, but it's really important. We're going to talk about something really important.
You're just going to brag about winning?
And I would give out cash prizes, like a random drawing.
Okay, well, that's nice enough. I have to cut you off. I'm sorry. Well,
just so the people who did not show up for the meeting could find out about it.
Right. True. Yeah. Okay.
I saw where he was going.
I see. When we come back, a drunk raccoon and my favorite story of the week that's coming up next on the News Junkie.
The Monsters in the Morning.
Ranked by, I guess, tourist attractions in America. Some
It's got to be the Big D.
Which one?
The Big D.
What was that?
I don't know if I'm supposed to say it. I don't want to get in trouble.
The Monsters in the Morning.
Real Radio 104.1.
This is Chris Broussard. Here's what's trending from the iHeart Sports Network.
Presented by DraftKings.
Hey, everybody. Oh, shoot. Hang on tight. Stay put.
DraftKings is all about responsible gaming. It's more fun.
Here, enjoy Sealand's live read. I'll be right back.
While the Tampa Bay Rays remain hot, 7 wins in a row. They beat Cleveland. I'm Matt McCoy.
DraftKings is all about responsible gaming. It's more fun when it's for fun. So play responsibly. DraftKings, the crown is yours. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER. 21 or older. Age and eligibility vary by jurisdiction.
Hey, thanks to everybody who came out and hung out for Guys Night Out at Hammer and Nails last night over in Winter Garden. A lot of people came up to me, told me how cool they thought the place looked, and it is. It's set up for men It's a pampering experience. It's time to yourself to treat yourself, and that's what Hammer and Nails is great at. It's more than just your ordinary barber shop. It's not as bright. It doesn't smell like nail fumes. It's expert care, craft cocktails. You got your own TV, personalized headphones, and an atmosphere where you can unwind. When it comes to men's grooming at Hammer and Nails, they don't cut corners. They redefine the whole experience. Download the app today so you can sign up and check out some of the experiences they have waiting for you. Treat yourself this weekend to men's grooming redefined at Hammer and Nails. Locations in Oviedo, Winter Park, Winter Garden, and Windermere. Find them online at hammerandnailsgrooming.com.
Hey, summer's winding down and you're getting back to your normal routine. Think about this, man. Coming up soon in the holidays. You want to be healthy for the holidays. And my friends at Life Imaging FLA have a great idea for you. Get over there and get that full heart screen. That's right. It's a free heart screen.
Hang tight. Roll. Moses DeWitt of the DeWitt Law Firm is going to be joining us in just moments here on the show. Bill says the tips at thenewsjunkie.com. How about a politician driving the country instead of a car? Bill, I don't know what that is supposed to mean. I don't know what your point is. I'm sure you locked that in as a rock solid take before you fired it off to tips at thenewsjunkie.com, but I'm not sure what you mean. Is that Biden in the car? Is Trump in the car? Bill doesn't get it. Don't encourage Bill. Explain that take to me. How about a politician driving the country instead of a car? You don't know what that means. I don't know what that means. Bill doesn't know what that means. Biden is sharp as a tack. Biden's dodging multiple cancers at the moment. He just got some skin cancer surgery. Best to him and his family. Okay, we got Mo DeWitt coming in. We got the drunk raccoon. Who doesn't want that? I'm here for it. Damn it, Bill is right. Biden is so clean and articulate. It is Obama who is clean and articulate, okay? Obama was clean and articulate. Unexpected on account of him being a black man. Gary, hello. Big Doug Millionaire. Hey, Angel. Hey, everybody. 1 minute and we're coming back. Today's show is flying by. Is it not? Or is it like pulling teeth for you? Has it been slow? Is everybody being good on Twitch? Yeah, right. This den of degenerates, this absolute cesspool of sexually sophisticated strange men and women, that's what Twitch is. There are more fetishes in Twitch chat than there are in the whole of YouTube. And one person who's into scat, but I'm not going to call you out. What you think about scat? You know how I feel. 30 seconds. Jury duty. Moses DeWitt. Here we go.
Join the millions who already have it. Open the free iHeartRadio app today. The #1 app for radio.
Wherever the drive takes you, we're here to help keep you on the road. Whether it's back-to-school drop-offs or weekend getaways. Valvoline Instant Oil Change. Your drive starts here. Go to VIOC.com for money-saving coupons or to find a location near you.
Real Radio is on Instagram at Real Radio 1041. Sponsored by the law offices of Anajar and Levine Accident Attorneys. Call the law offices of Anajar and Levine at 1-800-747-FREE.
That's 1-800-747-3733.
Join the show. Send your dispatch now at thenewsjunkie.com.
To Ryan for gifting 2 Secret Show subscriptions. Thank you to Ryan. You can gift Secret Shows. How do you do it? Anybody can gift Secret Shows. All you have to do is go over to thenewsjunkie.com, click the gift icon, and if you subscribe to Secret Shows or gift Secret Shows, you can get your hands on all sorts of exclusive merch. So go see what you can grab for each subscription over on the website. Now, also thanks to Dan for subscribing to Secret Shows. Appreciate you, too. We got our friend Moses DeWitt of the DeWitt Law Firm joining us momentarily on the show.
That's right.
I don't know if he's there now, but
he
is. Oh,
he's
Moses,
getting
are you
settled
there?
in. He's
Okay,
getting
all right.
settled in.
Take your time. Very busy man, settling in. Yes, indeed. We'll hear from him in just a moment here on the show with Jury Duty. But I did promise this, so let's work it in while we have some time here. The drunken raccoon is making its way onto the show. I don't know if you guys saw
Oh, my
any
God.
of this.
I've seen it 3 times already. I love it so much.
I haven't seen it at all.
It's
I am
so
ready.
great. It's kind of sad in the beginning. Just bear with him.
Well, it's a nurse saving a drunk raccoon found in a dumpster. Let's go to the story from Lex 18. Hang on. I got to turn this up. I don't know why that was so low. Hang on.
Hey, what's up? It's a raccoon.
Bear with me as I make this louder. The video was incredibly low in volume.
Yes, he had one goal in mind: treat customers like.
That's a commercial. That's what that is.
Okay.
Yeah, that's a commercial. I was like, wait, treat customers. Hang on,
That's
let's see if it
right.
gets router here.
You're
after
at Raccoon Depot. They're
That's where the commercial goes. Okay.
This video went viral.
Got it. Now I'm going to turn this up even louder so we can all hear it together. This is the story of the drunken raccoon before we get to jury duty.
I'm so glad you chased down the story today. When fermented peaches turned a dumpster into danger, longtime Letcher County nurse Misty Combs stepped in to save the day.
It is truly the kind of story that makes you say, only in Kentucky.
Okay,
Nobody says
no
that.
one says that.
Have you ever had a crazier day on the job than this?
I've had some pretty crazy days, but no, nothing like this.
Just when Misty Combs thought she'd seen it all in her 21 years of nursing,
Oh, it's baby stuck is why.
a dumpster diving drunk turned up at the health department.
What a cutie little guy. So there's a raccoon who I guess went into this bin of peaches that was fermented. Now, Moses will often, from time to time, if he's had too much lawyering in front of him, he will get into this and he'll eat an entire bin of fermented peaches and get kind of hammered like this.
How do you know that?
I've seen it. I got cameras in your house.
Unbelievable.
Yeah.
Such a creep.
I watched on the
It
weekends.
was the face you made when you heard the term dumpster diving drunk.
I mean, I did get excited.
Yeah. That's what we got here with this little guy. So let's see what happens to him.
It's right beside of Kentucky Miss Moonshine, which is a distillery.
Uh-oh.
And they had put some fermented peaches in their dumpster. And I guess the 2 baby raccoons had got into the dumpster and they were stuck.
Drunk as a skunk, try tipsy as a trash panda.
I went over there.
Why didn't she even make it rhyme?
And I mean, because I guess that was just like the motherly instinct in me. Like I seen that mama and she was trying so hard to get her babies back, but she didn't know what to do.
Combs grabbed a shovel and scooped out the first raccoon, reuniting it with its mom.
Yeah, the mom is not thinking that this is going to go well when you're going in there with a shovel to scoop out the raccoon.
And then she killed the other one.
She smashed it. Just brutal.
You deliver the drunk raccoon to its mother. It's like, you could have gotten hurt.
This is what you did.
But the second one was in deep moonshine.
Did you think you were
Without
cool?
hesitation, she grabbed him by the tail and laid him down.
Everybody that was around,
she's slapping him.
It's dead. I mean, it's just not going to make it. And it was not breathing.
Okay, so
and it had drowned.
God, this video player sucks on this website. Okay, she's slapping the back of the raccoon. Everybody thinks it's dead. It's like soaking wet from all of the moonshine that this raccoon has had.
And she had put it on that ledge after a good 2 minutes of giving it chest compressions.
I mean, this thing looks dead. She's right about that.
You could feel the water in it. So, I mean, immediately I just started doing CPR on it.
Suddenly, a sign of life.
Come on! Come on, baby! Come on! The entire time I was doing it, I was sort of afraid that it would come to
and attack her.
Yeah. You know, raccoons carry rabies, so I was afraid of that.
Fish and Wildlife responded before the town drunk turned.
Giving a raccoon chest compressions.
It's a baby raccoon and motherly instinct.
Might have baby rabies.
She's straight up leaning in, giving a raccoon CPR because this thing got drunk off of moonshine.
Into a mean drunk. They transported the little guy to get sobered up at the local vet.
Did you just go back to work after that and get back to a normal day on the job?
I sure did.
When Otis Campbell, the infamous Andy Griffith Show character, of course, made his return to the health department, Combs had the honor of reuniting him with his family.
Goodbye, Otis.
All right, there he goes, Otis. By the way, Otis's world rocked.
Oh, yeah.
Where am I?
When he woke up, he's like, I'm in a prison cell.
Man, do you think Otis got IV fluids in the vet's office and just avoided the hangover? Because that would be that'd be quite a hangover for a creature that small.
Yeah, big problems for him.
That was very nice of that lady.
There you go. All right, let's get into it. We got a little bit of time here. It's time to do it. Our friend Mo is here. Let's do jury duty.
Court is now in session, so put your phone down and pay attention. Before we call the bailiff over to whip your ass, you're now on jury duty with the News Junkie.
There we go. Jury duty brought to you by the one, the only Mo DeWitt of the DeWitt Law Firm. Injured on the go. Just call that guy. All right? Just call Mo. Go to justcallmo.com. Justcallmo.com. Mo, we have some questions for you. We can't fit too many in right now, but we definitely have some for you. C-Lane, what do we add to the list this week? What were the things
I got a bunch here. Let me pull up the DeWitt questions page here.
Mm-hmm.
We talked earlier this week. We started the show with a video of the young lady that was driving in her car listening to Baby One More Time by Britney Spears.
Yeah.
And I Moses, you might have seen the video because it's gone pretty viral, where she's singing, "Hit me, baby, one more time," and seconds later flips her car.
Yeah, I'll show you just in case you haven't seen it. Have you seen this, Moses, or you initiated? Okay, this is the woman. She's got a tie-dye shirt on. She's driving behind the wheel of her car.
Hit me, baby, one more time.
She loses control. Needless to say, things did not go well. She ended up upside down. She's like,
Yeah, and we talked about it. We kind of chuckled about it a little bit, and then somebody in the chat brought up like, "Hey, if her insurance company sees this video, and they absolutely will, of her singing this song, could they deny her claim based on the fact that she was videotaping herself? Seemed to be banging on the steering wheel. Like, could this seriously harm her ability to get claim damages?"
Well, it's a single car accident, right? She flipped herself.
I don't know.
I believe so, but
yeah, I didn't see any other vehicles in there. Now, so let's assume that. Assuming that, she's going to be at fault for the accident anyways, but if she has, comprehensive coverage on her vehicle, they'll pay to get her vehicle repaired, or they'll pay to total it out, basically. I'm operating under Florida law, obviously, because I don't know what state she's in. And then she'll have her no-fault benefits, which allow her, up to $10,000 to go see a doctor. But there's no at-fault party here because she is the at-fault party. It's a single-car accident. She's at fault. So there's nobody for her to really sue.
What if somebody else had done something that caused her to swerve? Like somebody had pulled out in front of her or something that had she was trying to take evasive maneuvers and she ended up doing this. Are you able to go after that person, or what's happening
You
here?
are, and that's when a video like this is going to become more relevant because they're going to use that in any case or any claim to show that she wasn't paying attention. She was obviously filming herself at the time, singing along, so that they're going to say that she was a distracted driver here in this scenario, which they could use that evidence to try to deny the claim if they are putting the fault on somebody else.
Looking at the road, though, when she's singing.
Yeah, but she's still also videotaping herself, which is not the best look.
Very distracted.
That's why you get a dash cam that's always filming, right?
Mo, one thing I thought about when we were going over this story was, what if she filmed this video, because she did, she filmed it and posted it, right? Let's say that she gets like some claim or whatever and works through her insurance company, and then afterwards she posts the video. Can the insurance companies revisit things if they go, well, we had no idea that this was going on, you released this afterwards, we change our mind?
The only time they could possibly do that is if let's say it went into litigation and there was a lawsuit and they requested this type of information. They sent a request for, any video evidence that you may have of the accident, and she withheld it. That would be fraud. So if they settled the case and then later they learned of this evidence, they could try to have the settlement overturned due to fraud. It's a rare occurrence that happens, but it could potentially happen. But if they never asked for this information, let's just say it's settled right out, they never requested it, then there's not much they can do once the settlement is finalized.
Gotcha. All right, when we come back, we have a lot to talk about with Moses. We've got more questions that we've built up over the week. Also, this 75-year-old woman who got in trouble in South Florida. She cried in court as they told her what her fate was. As the jury came in, I want to address this story, get down to what was happening there. We got a lot more to work in the final hour of the show. The Power Hour kicks off next. That's coming up next on the News Junkie.
Make Real Radio 104.1 number one on your presets on our all-new iHeartRadio app and get cool stuff at Real Radio events. Get the app for free in your app store.
From the Odoo.com Traffic Center. Odoo.com, the only business software you'll need.
There's no surprises on the major roadways that'll be affecting your afternoon drive. Just some familiar delays starting to pile up on I-4 through that amusement park area. There's congestion through the city. Clouds just passed by the area, so rainy conditions might be affecting your ride. Expect reduced visibility and slippery roadways in some areas. See traffic troubles? Call the Valvoline Instant Oil Change traffic tip line at 866-676-8477. From the Traffic Center, I'm James Birmingham.
This report is sponsored by Everdoor Garage Door. Power outage? You're still rolling with Everdoor. Get $75 off a battery backup opener today. Don't let the dark shut you out. Everdoor keeps you moving. Visit everdoor.com, the garage door that lasts evermore.
This earful of Real Radio is brought to you by crimeline.org. Give a tip anonymously.
For more information about contests on this station, go to realradio.fm/rules.
Are you tired of cookie-cutter barbershops and sterile salons? At Hammer & Nails Grooming for Guys, they believe today's extraordinary man deserves more than just a haircut. Hammer & Nails offers premium grooming services in a space that's built for men. No pedicure fumes, no take-a-number chaos, just expert care, craft cocktails, large screen TVs that you control, and an atmosphere you can actually unwind in. Because when it comes to men's grooming, they don't cut corners. They redefine the whole experience. Hammer & Nails, come as you are, leave as you want to be.
Join the Special Olympics Florida Orlando Race for Inclusion. This event supports over 75,000 Special Olympics Florida athletes. With every step, you build a better world for people with intellectual disabilities. Run, walk, or volunteer in our 5K Run Walk at the Promenade at Sunset Walk on October 25th. Visit raceforinclusion.org and register today. Be a champion for the athletes of Special Olympics Florida.
Look, your body's unique, so why settle for a one-size-fits-all wellness plan? That's where Viome comes in. Viome uses
It is pouring. Pouring outside. Hear that? Hang on. Hear it? Unbelievable. Unacceptable. Unimaginable. Did you guys see? I don't believe this story, by the way. I don't believe it. The conjoined twins that are wandering around with a newborn baby now. The conjoined twins, they have an Instagram account and everything. Hang on. Abby and Brittany Hensel. Photographs have been taken and surfaced of them loading a baby into the back of a Tesla. Abby, one of the conjoined twins, married Joshua Bowen. Now, Brittany did not marry Joshua. This must make things awkward considering the conjoined twins part. But somebody said online, if conjoined twins have a baby, whose baby is it? I would venture to guess, I don't know if this is true, but I'm going to say it anyways. I don't think any conjoined twins ever in the history of ever have had a baby. I don't think they're capable biologically of reproducing. I don't think it can happen. They're definitely both hanging him. Banging. Banging and hanging. It's two people, one body? Well, yeah, Angie, it's two people, one body, but the shared body doesn't have all of the same stuff. You know, it's not like two perfect reproductive systems inside this body. And in fact, I think it would be pretty shocking if there was one functioning reproductive system in the body. I don't think that would probably be the case. It could be the case that there has been a conjoined twin that has given a live birth to a child, but I don't know if that's the case, and my gut tells me they probably cannot reproduce. DePencil Squeezer said it would be conjoined triplets. Yes, obviously, yes. And then, of course, if the conjoined triplets get impregnated, then they would have conjoined quadruplets. And you end up with like a king rat king situation after a while. Did we ever see them pregnant? No, I don't think they were. I think they're the first conjoined twins who are sort of social media savvy and trying to turn their situation into a career, and I think that they did it on purpose. I thought they have two heads but only one body? Yes. But one body on the outside, Susan, one body on the outside is very, very different from one body on the inside. So, you know, your body has a way that it functions and works, contains eggs and all the rest, and their body inside is a shit show. All right, we're coming back right now. Tell them to release the ultrasound. True. I'm definitely a conjoined twins pregnant truther, if that's a thing. I'm definitely that. All right, we got more questions for Mo. We got a documentary that we got to talk about that's coming out soon. Plus your butt. We're going to be talking about your butt in just a moment here. Got the exclusive on that. I think we'll work it in. Here we go. Let's talk about that butt.
Really great sleep. Use as directed. Keep out of reach of children.
It's a crime to pay more than a dime. One dime down at RC Hill Mitsubishi in DeLand. Just go to rchill.com.
Broadcasting live from the JustCallMo.com studios. Injured on the go? Just call Mo. Visit JustCallMo.com or dial 1-800-CALL-MO. This is WTKS-FM HD1, Cocoa Beach, Orlando. An iHeart radio station. Make us the #1 preset on your car radio and on the free new and improved iHeart Radio app. Listen for all your music, radio, and podcasts. Free never sounded so good. Send him your tips. and your deepest, darkest secrets. Email tips at the...
Because I really want to. We're going to have some fun. Welcome to the world's most viral newsroom. Learn more about the show. Subscribe to the podcast and go even deeper into the world of secret shows and beyond over on thenewsjunkie.com. I'm going to come out and say that
congratulations.
I am pro this slur. I'm not coming out that way. I'm coming out this way. I'm going to say that I am pro this slur. I know we live in a time where people are very sensitive about slurs.
Okay.
Mo will toss them around from time to time. And we'll have to say, so settle it down there, cowboy. I know you don't like short people.
Counselor.
But please, yeah, if you don't mind.
It's really tall people I don't like. I don't like having to look up to somebody.
Wow.
It bothers me.
C-Lane's right there. You know, he's a tall guy.
I don't like him.
Yes, I agree. There's a lot to hate. But there's a growing resistance to a new slur, which I have to say I'm fully on board with. I think I support it in every way.
The resistance or saying the slur?
The resistance to the slur is stupid, and I support the slur. There is a growing resistance to a new slur for robots. And people are saying,
"Oh, I've heard
Don't call robots clankers. Calling robots clankers is offensive, and it's a pejorative, and it shows
offensive
prejudice.
to what? Robots?
To the robots. You can't call robots clankers.
Robots
that is
don't
the
have
slur.
feelings.
There's this woman on TikTok. She did a whole video mocking this. And there was all of these butthurt pearl clutchers who saw this and they were like, you shouldn't do this. This is not funny.
Nobody is clutching their pearls about this.
They are.
It's not real.
There's tens of people clutching their pearls about this. And people were upset that they would call robots by the slur of clankers. I am pro clanker. I am as pro clanker as it gets. I'm not pro robot. I'm just pro calling the robots clankers because I don't really care how they feel about it. They lack the ability to feel, in fact. And I think we should support this, at least at the moment, clankers. But there is some resistance, at least at this moment. The anti-bot slur clanker is making the rounds online.
It started in a Star Wars video game.
Did it?
Yes.
The clankers, and then now it's made it to this. Now it's an insult out there in the robot world. I want to get to more questions with Mo in a second, but I don't know if you guys have seen this. To me, this movie looks. I don't know if it's going to be like too nice and sweet, but it really did look like an interesting movie. And there's a documentary coming out pretty soon about one particular superstar that you might know named John Candy.
Oh,
and
heard of him?
John Candy, I Like Me, is this new documentary coming out. It's so funny for a couple of reasons. One, it looks like a clean-faced C-Lane for the majority of the documentary. There really is some similarity there. I mean, this guy...
I can't tell you what was right about John Candy or what was wrong, but he was my friend.
I see the similarities.
I don't want to cry, but when I see him...
Bill Murray.
When you see his face, I mean...
This is a big old production they're putting together right now about John Candy. And the only brutal thing was Variety's review of this, where they were like, it's way too nice. And they completely screwed this up because there's not enough bad things said about John Candy.
Are there enough bad things to say about John Candy?
You know what? Let me bring up the story real quick.
Yeah, what's this controversy?
Here's Variety. John Candy, I Like Me review. It says... hang on, let me get rid of the pop-up. It says Toronto opens with an overly affectionate homage to a hometown comedy hero. And it says these kind words add up to a uniquely shallow portrait of the beloved actor. And they're like dumping on this documentary, John Candy, I Like Me. They said Bill Murray jokes at one point in time, I wish I had more bad things to say about him in the film's first interview. Kicking off the 50th anniversary of the Toronto Film Festival. It's from Colin Hanks. And they got Steve Martin, Martin Short, Macaulay Culkin, Chris Columbus, the director, his colleagues O'Hara and Eugene Levy, Tom Hanks. You've got everybody you could think of talking and saying nice things. It says none of them has a bad thing to say about Candy, a born people pleaser and gifted improv comic with a signature giggle and contagious smile.
You know how seeing somebody else yawn makes it impossible to resist yawning yourself? Candy's grin has the same effect on audiences. And it says, but if we were looking for something critical to say about Candy, it would make sense to start with his filmography, since you can't count his good movies on a single hand. Which,
that's
how unbelievably rude and wrong. And Home Alone, I'm on one hand.
Wait. You can't count his good movies on a single hand. Wouldn't that mean you need to have more than one hand? He has a lot of good movies.
Oh, maybe you're right. I thought no. They're saying that his movies. It says his secret weapon.
If one were looking for something critical, so they're saying all of his movies suck.
Yes, it says only The Lonely ranks up there. The best is Planes, Trains, and Automobiles. But
Home Alone.
They're saying that the majority of them were not good. They were. All these movies were fantastic. He was only 35 when he died, for God's sake. Give the guy a break.
So I'm trying to look for, the controversies, and still almost nothing. I mean, it'd have drug and alcohol usage.
No, he was 43 when he died.
The 70s.
Was he? No, this is 35.
70s and 80s. This I did not know about. The Cursed Projects. Have you heard of this?
Cursed?
So
no.
He was attached to several high-profile film projects, including Confederacy of Dunces and The Incomparable Atuk, that were never made. The roles were alleged to be cursed because several actors attached to them, including Candy, Chris Farley, and John Belushi, all died before production could start.
Oh, my God.
Isn't that weird?
Yeah, that's tough. That's worse than the Madden curse, for sure. Yeah, he was 43, when he died. And
his dad was 35 when his dad died. His dad also died of a heart attack, I believe.
Jesus Christ. That's tough for the family. And he leaves behind 2 kids. He's got 2 young kids that I'm sure will see this movie.
Yeah, just looking at the movies that they talk about in his first paragraph of Wikipedia, you got Stripes, which was a great one. I didn't remember him being in Splash.
No.
Spaceballs, Planes, Trains, and Automobiles.
Spaceballs was so good. Uncle Buck was so good.
Cool Runnings?
Cool Runnings was great.
Cool Runnings is a fantastic movie.
I mean, not to mention he was the polka king of the Midwest.
Yes.
Thank
He
you.
was. Polka.
A music legend. This variety
Second time
article
that's been mentioned this week on the show.
would he eventually have made a movie like Punch Drunk Love or The Truman Show, projects that force critics to reevaluate his lowbrow comic talents?
Maybe.
What sourpuss wrote this? My
I don't
God.
know.
His role in Cool Runnings was not the comedic one necessarily.
Not really,
Inspirational coach. The guy was fighting for them.
He was. He played a dude with demons who had come off of a cheating scandal. I don't know where they're getting this from. This is pompous.
It's like trying to find something negative about a positive documentary. It's like there's not enough in here. Did you think they were going to interview all these people and go, even though he was very beloved, let's not forget John Candy's movies sucked. And here, they didn't. These are beloved movies. He's a beloved guy. People really appreciated John Candy.
Apparently not that person.
Yeah, not this person. Oh, Peter DeBruge over at Variety.
Or like douche.
That's right. Take that, Peter. And you deserve every bit of it and then some more. It's called John Candy, I Like Me, which seems like a good time, despite what this idiot over here says. Yeah, it's going to be in theaters coming up before too long for a little while, like a limited release. And then after that, it's going to explode all over on demand, I'm sure. All right, let's see what we got here. What other questions do we have from Mr. Moses DeWitt of the DeWitt Law Firm? You're going to go. Just call Mo.
On the question list, I'm working backwards chronologically.
Okay.
We watched a video of a guy whose Ring camera cut off right before the good stuff. We saw a black bear run full speed across his lawn and then come up and attack him. And the video cut off right before the attack. But Sean had mentioned, if you're attacked by a bear in somebody's yard, be it yours or somebody else's, is that something that's covered by a homeowner's insurance?
It is possible. Now, a lot of policies do have certain animal exclusions. We had a case one time where a lady was eaten, for lack of a better term, by an alligator at a hotel.
God.
What? Survived initially.
You're just telling us this?
Term.
What did her forearm call you? What?
She escaped, but then she later passed away.
Passed away? Oh.
It's not funny. But But yeah, there was an animal exclusion. It didn't specifically say alligators, but that was excluded from the insurance policy. So then you have to sue the hotel personally if they had knowledge of the gator on property, which in this case they did.
Were there signs?
Is that better or worse? Getting the insurance out of it and being able to go after the hotel, you don't end up with the limits of the insurance, right?
Right. Typically, it's worse. Typically, you want the insurance because the insurance doesn't stop you from being able to sue the person personally as well. It's basically like two sets of pockets. You can still do both, of course.
Gotcha.
So it really depends on what, and that's why it's important to know what your insurance covers, what it doesn't cover, and have proper limits in place. Because you don't want to get sued in a situation like that. But a lot of homeowners policies in Florida, they exclude dogs like pit bulls and German shepherds and Rottweilers. So if you have one of those dogs and they attack somebody or they bite somebody, you're personally liable for it. So it does kind of depend on the situation. But in short, it is theoretically possible for homeowners insurance to step in that situation.
Huh.
Why doesn't every insurance policy just say we don't cover animals, and then they don't have to cover anything to do with animals? It just
because that's where it becomes about the consumer being informed about what they're actually purchasing, because you're purchasing protection. So if you buy an insurance policy that doesn't do anything for you, then why are you paying for it?
Yeah.
So that's
welcome to Florida, right?
Right.
I mean,
exactly. So that's kind of the problem is people buy these cheaper insurance policies and then they end up getting sued personally. And then they have all sorts of problems down the road. They can lose their, if you're driving a vehicle, if it's a car insurance situation, you can lose your driver's license. It's a whole mess, frankly. So you want to know what you're buying, know what your coverage is.
Let me interject here in the middle of the questions with one. I don't even know if C-Lane added this, but we talked about this earlier. And C-Lane in This Week in Florida, Mo, was talking about an attorney who was like a divorce attorney who had a bunch of problems of their own. Their own divorce had come into play, and they were in jail. And Celia was saying, if you're an attorney and you're in jail, can you still do legal work from behind bars if you're arrested?
Well, typically you're not allowed to operate, have any sort of business dealings while you're in jail. So assuming this person hasn't been suspended or disbarred, I don't know what they were in jail for. I mean, technically, they're still an attorney, so they could still represent themselves. They could still represent clients, but typically you can't operate or have business functions within jail. You're not supposed to.
Okay, so
spoiler alert, they did get disbarred, though. It was in contempt for not paying fines in her own divorce.
Yeah, it was alimony.
Yeah.
It's not the first time I've seen that, frankly. And you can be disciplined by the Bar Association for not doing that, for not complying with a court order.
One moment that really stood out this weekend was this wild case about 75-year-old Donna Adelson in South Florida.
Oh, yeah.
And you're aware of this case, Mo, I'm sure.
Is it the murder for hire plot?
Yeah. This grandma was the fifth person put on trial for this murder for hire plot. And she started kind of freaking out when they told her she was guilty. And the judge was like, hey, you calm down over there.
Control yourself.
It says, at trial, prosecutors had painted Donna Adelson as a calculated and controlling matriarch of this affluent South Florida family with the means and motive to orchestrate the killing of the ex-son-in-law that she hated so much. Charles Adelson is serving a life sentence, as is his ex-girlfriend, Catherine Magbanua. And then here was the moment when she got her verdict coming down, the grandma.
The defendant is guilty of first-degree murder.
Let me bump that back up because it was very low and hard to hear there. Twitter video is often just inaudible. All right, let me go back. Here she goes. You can hear her going, reaction.
The defendant is guilty of first-degree murder. Mrs. Adelson, control yourself.
Control yourself.
Count two. We, the jury, find as follows as the count two of the indictment. Conspiracy to commit first-degree murder. The defendant is guilty of conspiracy to commit first-degree murder.
She's toast, Homo. Looking at this one.
Oh, yeah, she's not getting out of prison. I mean, she's life in prison pretty much automatically there. She hasn't been formally sentenced yet, but unless she wins on appeal or something like that, she's going to spend the rest of her life in prison. She is 75 years old at this point in time.
Mm-hmm.
But it's been, this case, I think the murder...
It's a rich family, right?
Yeah, it's a rich, if you don't know this story, basically, it's a rich family in South Florida. And this is the grandmother. This lady's daughter was married to a professor at Florida State College of Law who was there when I was there. I remember him. And then the wife was also a professor there. And they got a divorce. And basically, long story short, the grandmother and the brother of the wife conspire to hire a hitman and kill the husband. So he was shot in cold blood in his driveway in his vehicle. And then, this happened in 2014.
He was murdered.
He was murdered. Yeah, he's dead. And he was, he went to Harvard Law School. He's a very well-respected professor. And so, this is now, I think, the 5th or 6th trial. There was one person who got a hung jury the first time, but they convicted the 2 people who actually went up and committed the murder. The brother's girlfriend was the go-between between the actual murderers, and so she got convicted. The brother got convicted. Now the grandmother has been convicted, and everybody's saying the next person is going to be the wife, and that they think the wife was in on it as well.
That's crazy. 11 years on, they're still, getting people for this.
Getting people. And the way they really got her here was they did what they called a bump, where they had an FBI agent go out.
I've heard of those.
They let the cops do that?
Different kind of bump, C-Lane. They basically went up to her on the street and said, hey, we know you're involved in this. You need to take care of, I think it was Sigfredo Garcia, who was in jail. We need $5,000 to help support his family or something like that. And then, of course, she immediately called the brother. All their phones were tapped. They have all the conversations. And that's how they kind of got her.
Damn. God. All right. Well, yeah, there she is in court reacting to that. Quick break. We're back with more in just a moment. You can join us with a dispatch or an email to tips, TIPS, @thenewsjunkie.com. When we return, a grab bag segment. We've got more questions with Mo and a lot more to wrap everything up on a Friday. That's coming up next on The News Junkie.
Real Radio is on Facebook at Real Radio 1041. Sponsored by the law offices of Anajar and Levine Accident Attorneys. Call the law offices of Anajar and Levine at 1-800-747-FREE.
That's 1-800-747-3733. From the Clausman Law Traffic Center, car crash, call Clausman Law. ClausmanLaw.com.
Clouds just passed by, so the roadways might be wet out there. There's also a couple accidents to keep an eye out for on Bronson Highway, eastbound near Florida's Turnpike. There's a crash causing a bit of commotion. A vehicle fire is getting cleared up on Florida's Turnpike, southbound just past County Road 470 there. Move over and slow down if you see police activity or emergency vehicles on the roadways. See traffic troubles, call the Valvoline Instant Oil Change traffic tip line at 866-676-8477. From the Traffic Center, I'm James Birmingham.
This report is sponsored by Lowe's. At Lowe's, save on job site supplies with My Lowe's Pro Rewards. Eligible members enjoy volume discounts on qualifying orders through a quote of $2,000 or more. Offer can't be combined with any other discount, contract, and or special pricing. Exclusions, more terms, and restrictions apply. Details at Lowe's.com/terms, subject to change.
Great news, my friends. Mortgage rates are heading down. Many people have loans in the 7s or even 8% range. And if you're one of them, you should explore the savings for a refinance. You could lower your payments or get cash out. But most importantly, do that exploration with that mortgage guy, Don. He's an expert, he's a friend, and he's got your back. Start the process today by going to thatmortgageguyDon.com.
Don't miss the boat, compare your quote with thatmortgageguyDon.com.
Save every day at...
Can I tell you what's crazy? Skull Mike Squad. Skull Mike crew. Formulate. Yeah. Mount up. One of the most insane, unhinged, absolutely ridiculous, unacceptable things of the week was that the Kelsey brothers, somebody bought their beer company, who, if you put a gun to my head, I wouldn't be able to name their beer company. I know now it's called Garage Beer, but they invested $200 or bought the company for $200 million. I've never seen a can of it. I've never seen anybody order it at a bar. I've never seen anybody drink it. I've never been offered it. Garage Beer, nothing. AJ Soup says they have a beer company. That's the point. Yeah. $200 million. It's almost like their proximity to Taylor Swift's vagina has made the company worth a little bit more than it would have been otherwise. Big Doug Millionaire says, I've seen Garage Beer at Publix. I've never seen it there. I'll look next time we go. But they can't be some big force. I know there's that dad beer or whatever. There's a lot of like upstart brands that have made their way into seltzers and beer, but the idea that this company is anywhere near $200 million is unhinged. Valued at $200 million in its first round of fundraising. The company's on track to make $60 to $70 million this year. How is that possible? Who are there people out there that are so attracted to Taylor Swift that they're going to buy the beers of the people near them? Like the Kelsey brothers have a podcast, right? But my gut tells me that podcast would be jack shit without Taylor Swift. My gut tells me this beer company wouldn't be anything without Taylor Swift, right? Like everything in their profile is pulled up because of their proximity to Taylor Swift. But that is insane. Holy cow. $60 to $70 million? They can't be selling that many of these beers. It's equivalent to the All-American beer that was owned by Hulk Hogan. Yeah, but there's no way the Hulk Hogan beer was doing $60 to $80 million a year. No way. That's a lot of sales. That's crazy. Billy beer. That's that good Carter beer. It just seems like so much cash for nothingness. All right, 2 minutes. We're coming back. Also, Elon Musk is set to be the world's first trillionaire if his Tesla pay package is approved. A new pay package from Tesla could make Elon Musk the world's first trillionaire. Should, and I ask you in all seriousness, the following. Should we tax everything that anybody makes above $999 billion 100%? Eliminating all potential trillionaires? Or is fair? He deserves the money. Should there be a trillionaire? A trillionaire. That's a lot of scratch. All right, back with the final questions with Mo. Trillionaire. You gotta be out of your mind. No to the trillionaires, you're saying. Fair tax for all across the board? All right, here we go.
A true crime producer walks into a comedy club. Answer, a new podcast called Wisecrack, where a comedian finds himself at the center of a chilling true crime story.
Does anyone know what show they've come to see? It's a story. It's about the scariest night of my life.
This is Wisecrack, available now. Open your free iHeartRadio app, search Wisecrack, and listen now.
Discover the new Buick SUVs in stock now at orangebuickgmc.com. We are professional grade.
Home of the world famous game of magnets. This is the
Really do. Courtney's buying some tickets. She's going to grab up a couple of them. She said, I said, all right, we might as well. I mean, $1.7 billion seems decent.
Would you stop working?
No.
I wouldn't think so.
No, I wouldn't. No.
When you love what you do, you never work a day in your life, C-Lane.
That's true. That's true. Though Moses would definitely stop working if you want to know one. $1.7 billion. That's a lot. $700 million if you take the whole payout. And some of that is like money is everywhere to me today. I was just ranting and raving to zero surprise to anybody to the Skull Mike crew during the break on YouTube. And one of the things that I saw today that kind of rocked my world a little bit before we get back to questions with Mo is Travis and Jason Kelsey.
Mm-hmm.
They have a beer company. I was not aware of this at all. Right?
Garage Beer.
Oh, yeah.
Garage Beer. They have a beer company, Garage Beer, and it's now worth $200 million.
Thanks, Taylor.
Yeah, and I thought, that's why I asked. I said, take Taylor Swift out of this. If you take Taylor Swift out of the equation, is their podcast as big? Is their beer company worth $200 million?
The podcast was good. It did have a lot of viewers, listeners.
I mean, outside of football, he wasn't really known, as far as I know, prior to Taylor.
I mean, I think that's what sort of made both of them a bigger deal. I know in football, everybody knew the Kelsey brothers, and wasn't that the thing where the mom stitched the jerseys?
Yep.
Okay,
Donna Kelsey.
That was kind of fun stuff, and they made a name for themselves, and they're successful players and all that. But let's get real. That doesn't make it so when you launch a garage beer company, it's worth $200 million. That's crazy.
So is it different types of beer, or it's just...
It's a classic light beer, Sabrina, and a lime beer.
Ew.
That's it. That's what they got. And they're on track to get revenue, the Wall Street Journal says, between $60 and $70 million this year.
Light beer with 95 calories, available in 2 flavors, prides itself on making a simple, refreshing beer that harkens back to the way American light beer used to be made.
Damn right.
I guess beer did get a little complicated for a while, and maybe that helps them out, but...
It's a name recognition thing. You know, they make a beer, and the hardest thing about making money off your beer is finding people that are willing to sell it. There's so much oversaturation in that market. There's so many beers to sell that why should we sell your beer? Oh, because you're a famous name with a famous podcast and now a famous fiance.
But of course.
But do Taylor Swift fans go, okay, well, we'll get the beer too because,
maybe, but
when she starts selling it on her next tour, absolutely.
Yeah.
She's definitely boosted the name. She's boosted the name recognition of the Kelseys, and I think that would make retailers go, we think people are going to want this beer. We're going to put it on our shelves.
Yeah. Oh, my God. That's crazy money.
Unless
but not
Mr.
as
Beast
crazy.
has something to say about it.
Yeah, right. Not as crazy as this. Elon Musk, under the new Tesla pay plan they have set up for him, could become the world's first trillionaire. He will be the first trillionaire. He has about $400 billion or so now. The new pay could add about $900 billion to that, making it over $1 trillion. And I know there are people who want to cut this off lower, but like if we cut off trillionaires, like if we said every penny over $1 trillion is just taxed into oblivion and you just make nothing, I mean, I don't think anybody's going to push back on that. You don't need $1 trillion.
It affects one person.
Yeah, right. It's the Elon Musk law.
Is there
You're not supposed to do that.
Is there a company worth $1 trillion?
Apple.
Yeah.
Is it
Apple. There's a couple of them. Apple was the first, I think. There's not too many though.
Here we go.
Could be one of the
Alphabet?
chipset companies. Okay, so Google and Alphabet are over
NVIDIA.
a trill.
I think iHeart's $1 trillion in debt.
Yeah,
We're working on it.
I don't work for them. I can say
People
these
are
things.
throwing grenades in this studio today.
Good
What
God.
are you?
Do you want
I
to
hope
say
you-
that on your trip coming up? Huh?
Folks, welcome to Just Call Mo Radio. We're going to have to start broadcasting from Mo's studio before too
an
long
AM
here.
dial, I'm pretty sure.
$1 trillion. I think we could stop
There's
that.
quite a few companies that are in the trillions. Walmart, Eli Lilly, Visa, Broadcom, Microsoft.
Yeah.
Oh, Eli Lilly. Terzepatide.
Yeah, that's what does it for you. That'll do it. But Elon Musk could be the new trillionaire, first trillionaire, if this Tesla pay plan goes across. And I know a lot of people are like, well, he earned it. It's hard-earned money on it. I don't know, man. Like, I think over a certain amount, I would be okay with 100% taxation because it's just like, it's like over $50 billion, not 100%, but like real close to it.
But also
I would
think
be
about
fine.
the, what he's investing, just in interest alone, how much he's making a day. So even if you try to take away and tax some stuff, he's still getting richer by the minute.
Wasn't he crying like 6 months ago about losing all this money?
He was.
Well, yeah, because they tried to take away his compensation plan, and it became a big legal issue. That's why I moved his company out of, was it Delaware? One of those places. But anyhow, all right, we got more questions for Mo DeWitt. I think we can work at least one more in here, Sealand. What do we have?
All right, here was a big one we talked about. There was a Florida lawmaker that wanted to pass a bill that said HOAs are a thing of the past. We are getting rid of them. HOAs are outlawed. They will be no more. And so we ran a lot of hypotheticals about that. One of them being, if they indeed got rid of HOAs, and now your neighborhood, if you had one previously, does not have one. If they decided we messed up, well, we think HOAs are a good idea again, and they wanted to bring it back, isn't it now like it's your house and you don't have that anymore? They can't just force an HOA upon you, can they?
Typically, no. So who's proposing this? Or is this just a hypothetical?
An elected official in Florida.
They're proposing getting rid of them. And like when you buy a house that has an HOA, it's part of what you agree to when you buy the house.
Yeah.
Real quick. Representative Juan Porras. Ron Porras.
One poor ass?
All right, I'm just saying it. Juan Porras.
No,
Juan Porras.
The head of his HOA is Ron Richass.
Absolutely.
But
Ron Porras from Miami is announcing this proposal.
So you get rid of, you buy a house. One of the things you agree to before you buy it, because you have the option not to buy it, is that you are part of the HOA. If the HOA goes away, how does it come back? And you just are forced into it. It doesn't sound like legally that's the thing they could force you to do.
Well, first of all, legally, I don't think they can get rid of HOAs because HOA, if you have an HOA, it's a covenant that runs with the land, meaning it's a part of your deed. So for the government to come in and interfere with that contract would violate the contracts clause. So legally speaking, I don't think they have the authority to do that. The only way typically to dissolve an HOA is that usually most of the declaration, the documents dictate how it's dissolved, and usually it's 100% vote of the HOA members, which they know they'll basically never get, so you can't get rid of them. But to answer Sealand's question, yeah, if it were to be wiped out, let's say an HOA voted to eliminate the HOA, at that point in time, it would be nearly impossible to get everybody, again, to agree. They'd have to agree to put their house back in the HOA, which would obviously be a mess because you have some people who may want to and some people who wouldn't.
Isn't that crazy, though? Like, it would be a mess, and you would never get 100% of people to agree to start the HOA. But, oh, by the way, you need 100% of the people to get rid of the HOA.
Right.
What if the hold on, we'll take your feedback on this and anything else. You could join us on the show. As always, send us a dispatch over at thenewsjunkie.com or email the show, tips@thenewsjunkie.com. What if you, pause for edit, what if you, Moses, had some sort of amendment that we push forward, or maybe they'd have to do it a different way in Florida, and they would say you can't require 100% of people to be necessary to get rid of the HOAs. Actually, if 60% or more of people in the neighborhood want to quash the HOAs, then they have to abide by that. Would you be able to do that, or is that still getting in the way of their contracts that they have?
So you could do that going forward. You couldn't do that retroactively because, again, that would interfere with the contract. So there is a statute in Florida, Section 720 of the Florida statutes, that does dictate what HOAs can and cannot do. So they could put in there, going forward, all declarations for a homeowners association can only require up to 80% or 50%, whatever they wanted to put. But they can't have that retroactively applied to all the existing HOAs.
Interesting. It's kind of grandfathered in then.
Yeah, basically.
Look at that. Did you just come up with was that off the cuff, or did you?
No, I happen to know a lot about HOAs.
Oh, I was going to say. It's very, very good.
Fun
very
fact.
good.
Fun
Great
fact.
work, Moses.
Thank you.
You're good at that lawyering stuff.
Every once in a while.
We're going to take a quick break. When we come back, we will do the final dispatches, stories that didn't make the cut. And today I learned to wrap everything up for a Friday and the week. That's coming up next on the News Junkie.
Real radio is The Jim Colbert Show. Old takes, bad jokes, and too much honesty. The Jim Colbert Show, weekdays at 3 on Real Radio 104.1.
This weather report is brought to you by Mills Air.
Hey there, I'm Fox 35 Storm Team meteorologist Brooks Garner with your Fox 35 Central Florida forecast. Today will be a pretty typical September setup, although a little drier than normal as far as our rain chances go. High temperature in Orlando, 90. Our chance for rain, 40%. As you head farther south today, maybe you're traveling to...
Rate the show, rate the show. 10 out of 10 is an absolute banger. You had a good time, you enjoyed yourself. It made your nips a little hard. 1 out of 10, no hard nips, no good times. Rate the show out of 10. What do you think? 10 out of 10, missed almost all of it. Hurts my feelings, but okay, I'll allow it. 7.5, cheers. We'll take it. Get Mo to curse? Oh, I don't know. 10 out of 10 for Courtney's birthday. That does make things better today, doesn't it? 15 out of 10 if Mo curses? Oof. We'll have to try to arrange this. I don't know. He's back at HQ. All right. Happy anniversary, B-Hog. Okay, we only have 10 out of 10 says weed consumer. Thank you. Heard almost all of it. Here's what we're going to do. I want you to nominate who you think is Chatter of the Week. Chatter of the Week. The biggest award you can get in chat around these parts. Chatter of the Week. Who is our winner? I want you to think about that right now, and I'm going to blast off to get to the printer to get Today I Learned. Hey! Who's our Chatter of the Week? What do we got here? .9 because Sabrina's going to be stingy with her money. Courtney gets a 10 out of 10. Me? You know what? I'm going to do it. They said I shouldn't do it, but I'm going to do it. Hang on. What's that? Him? Chatter of the Week? Are you sure about this? I don't know about this. Okay. That was China. The whole country. They said, Big Doug Millionaire is our Chatter of the Week. Big Doug Millionaire. Thank China. Unbelievable. They said you couldn't do it, but you did it. The commies pushed you over the edge. The Chi-Coms rang up the red phone at the last minute. It happened. Doug is the biggest China supporter too? I know. Why do you think they called? They wanted to put their fingers on the scale for their tanky friend. He's a good dude too? I don't know about that. I couldn't have done it without you little people. Thank you. Join the Discord. Everybody in chat. Click a link, join the Discord, okay? Do I have time to do this? Shoot, I don't think I do. Somebody post a link to the Discord in chat. Go get it at thenewsjunkie.com. Post a link to the Discord. Join the Discord, it's a great community. Join Secret Shows, it's a better community. New Secret Show going up in just a couple hours. We'll be up there by 5 p.m. Love ya. Bye. See you Monday.
Vaccines you need. Schedule in minutes at vaxassist.com. Sponsored by Pfizer.
At Lowe's, save on job site supplies with My Lowe's Pro Rewards. Eligible members enjoy volume discounts on qualifying orders through a quote of $2,000 or more. Offer can't be combined with any other discount, contract, and or special pricing. Exclusions, more terms, and restrictions apply. Details at lowes.com/terms, subject to change.
This earful of real radio is brought to you by JustCallMo.com. Injured on the go? JustCallMo.com.
Radio, 104.1.
He's smiling, and that alone should scare you.
And today we're going to wrap everything up for a Friday and the week. Hope you had a good time, folks. And we'll be back on Monday to do it all over again in the world's most viral newsroom. Quick note for everybody. We haven't gotten the final thumbs up okay. I'm hoping for the tickets to the roasts to go on sale next week. All right. If it doesn't, there's going to be big problems. And then I don't know. But I think that should happen. I think that should be a doable thing. And the tickets for the roast of Sean Wasson will go on sale next week. They will sell out very quickly. It's a very exclusive event. And there's only about 120 seats. We're going to be doing this event at probably one of the nicest venues in town.
Hell yeah.
It's part of the Dr. Phillips Center, and it's absolutely beautiful. And I think that this is going to be one of the, well, it's definitely going to be the most, I would say, exclusive event that we've done. But Judson's Live is certainly my favorite venue that we've done anything at. We haven't even done this, but I've been there for other things, and I really, really liked it.
You went to the songwriter thing there, right?
Yeah, I went to the country singer and songwriter thing, and it's like so. It feels like everybody has a good seat. It feels like they
historic looking.
They spent a lot of money on it. It has like beautiful, beautiful layout. You just feel like you're in a cool spot when you're in there. The roast is going to be the 30th of October at Judson's Live. All right, and the tickets should be on sale next week. So just keep that in mind, keep the date open, and we'll have more details on the way, including everybody who's going to be involved in this. Moses, always a blast hanging out with you.
We're not even really hanging out. We're in two different buildings.
I know, but I feel like I'm spending time with you right now.
I do feel bonded to you. That's sweet.
It's been nice hanging out with you two in the same room.
Yeah, I mean, I don't think that counts anymore, but...
I can touch him.
You shouldn't. You're not supposed to. You're not.
Well, you kept touching me with your ugly feet over there that you won't put shoes on.
Excuse me.
No, I'm talking about Sean, not you. Guy walks around his house without shoes.
I like how you said that about her. She looked down to make sure she was wearing shoes in the studio. Like,
thank goodness.
Am I? What's going on here? All right. What do we have time for, Celie? Nothing?
You could do a dispatch.
Okay. One dispatch
Just
incoming.
one.
These are the final dispatches.
Ooh, I didn't say dispatch song.
Will probably only play
I said I'd do it. I have to do it now. Here's Seek about the HOAs. Uh-oh.
I think the easiest and quickest way to take power away from HOAs would be remove their ability to file foreclosure liens against homeowners, taking your house because you've got a violation because your grass isn't up to snuff or paint color's not right.
Take away the
that's
teeth.
Ridiculous. You should remove that ability. They've got way too much power.
All right. He wants to dismantle them in another way. Moses, quickly, is that doable or no?
Well, sure, but the problem is the HOAs have a very strong lobby, and frankly, the state likes HOAs because then the municipalities don't have to maintain those areas. That's
My HOA doesn't even have a building, let alone a lobby.
But I bet your HOA president's house is nice.
Gun, let alone many guns have a necessitated gun rack.
Here we go. Let's do Today I Learned.
The following information may make you feel smarter, but will not actually increase your IQ.
With a gun rack.
So don't get cocky. Now it's time for what we call Today I Learned.
It is Today I Learned for a Friday, September 5th, 2025. JustCallMo.com is the website. If you need an attorney, you know who to call. 800-CALL-MO or JustCallMo.com. Today I learned this movie right here. It's a kick.
It's a kickball.
It's a kick of a movie for kids. The Karate Kid. That's correct. Yes, 1984 is The Karate Kid. Was released in Japan.
Over and over again.
The movie in Japan was called Best Kid because Karate Kid doesn't mean anything over there. It was a big hit all around the world except for in Italy. No one in Italy liked the Karate Kid movie, I guess. Hey, thank you so much for hanging out with us. We do appreciate it. We're back on Monday, same time, same place. Miss any of the show? Get the podcast at thenewsjunkie.com. We'll see you on Monday, everybody.